Assalamu alaikum Bokai. Welcome back to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel, the home of Gambian football. It's another Sunday, guys, and it's another Gambia football show. And the Nawettan fever is on in the Gambia. So Nawettan la. So today we're gonna have a very in-depth discussion with Nawettan zone si what about Nawettan. So, but of course, that's not the only segment of the show today. Then I'm 3 segments. Then say the latest developments in Gambian football. On the local front, as well as look at our foreign-based players. So we will look at that as well. So it should be a very interesting show, guys. Welcome back to the channel. And Maneko Smawaji is back today. Last week he was in and out, but because of schedule and make Zoom bi Nawettan bi préparation sérieux, but today ñu ko am full fledged chair am tey bro nuyu naa la, welcome back.
Thank you so much. Waaw di wax ak yéen rek ñëwaat si naa rek demati nañ terere
waaw terere dem neen.
waaw di la delloo ziar di nuyu ñëpp di leen ne welcome to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel, the home of Gambian football. Welcome to the Gambia football show once again. maa ngi rosti sa boss maa ngi xaw a los fan yi waaye di leen jaajëfal di leen ne tey moom seetu nañu tam solo xam nga yeah.
Waaw ma ne ko na am solo yaa ngi rosti waaye noonu la you will find your pace along the way. Xam nga affaire bi foog nga jël momentum nga mun a egga. But ma ne ko yaa ngi over busy last week. Seen yéen a doon prepare pour Nawettan bi this week yéen a ngi am seen Super Cup bi, which of course we will talk about later. Ba pare yaa ngi dem maa ngi la gis yaa ngi biir Serekunda is xam nga teewal gars yi ñoom tam seen Super Cup bi. You have been very busy si loo nekka.
waaw yaakaar naa moo ko rek plus yeneen activité yaa ngi aram football rek activité bu baax la understand activité bu baax yaa ngi si zone yaa ngi am team xam nga yaa ngi liggéey yeneen zones yaa ngi liggéey JFB so waaye alhamdulilah sant yàlla because lu ma def rek football moom yàlla mu ngi ko teg pour ñu gën see jaamu yàlla xam
waaw natu la de suñ natu la.
non man natu laa ko def du natu sa rek ñu ko ooyee natu waaye natu boo xam ne la jaamu kay yàlla li ñoo def nii yëpp xam nga dañ ciy def rek pour gën a jox askan bi lu ñu soxare gën a dimbale askan bi taxawu gaay xam nga loolu la rek waaye waaye noonu la dañ ci jaamoo yàlla yomb.
waaw ma ne tey ñu ngi war a am fii nii very interesting guest. Tell me about the guest yu ñu war a am tey xam nga ak xam nga lu gaay nekk di def ak gaay seen rôle see kii noonu before ñu invite gaay xam naa ne we have already one in the background who we will bring very soon, but tell us about the guest today and tey discussion bi lan la moo nekka.
waaw guest ñu am moom suma ay naataango lañ understand some zone heads because bëggoon nañ ñëpp waaye pour am ñëpp dafa xaw a jafe waaye invite nañ ma commencé si capital yi Banjul sports committee seen président bi nag unfortunately dafa out of town, but secrétaire général bi Dudu Janko dina ñëw join ñëw Serekunda East am nañ fa seen président bi Modou fa Cham moom tamit dina join si kanam Serekunda Central Abdou Wahab Gueye moom tamit dina ñëw moom tamit wax about Serekunda Central boo gis nañ ñoom tamit ministre bi jàppoon seen liggéey bu baax a baax doon nañ si waxtaan ak tamit suma président bi am mooy suma zone di Manjai sports committee sports association daala Baye Ibrahima Sawane moom tamit mu ngi si background bi moom tamit dina ñëw wàññi about Nawettan about Manjai ak all important things yoo xam ne nit nañ pour xam ko about zone si ñoo operating Serekunda West na war nañoo ñëw bon télé si UGM bi te AGM moom ñoo dina am dafay jël almost a whole day wala suba ba ngoon so moo tax ñoom mënuñ ko make but président moo waxoon na ne su doon loolu dina ko mën a make
waaw non comme nu ma ko waxee sax moo tax ma defa part 1 and then dinañ amal part 2 ñu try pour am other zone si because xam nga fii Gambian football everybody leen fi nekkal so tey dinañ am some and then hopefully next week dinañ am other zone si ñoo ñëw joon ñu waxtaan ñoom tamit seen zone si lan la gaa rek di prepare ak loolu but balaa ñoo start foofu last 2 weeks yi yëpp ñu ngi laa ut fii mënuñu laa gis cee ñu ngi dig suñ audience si dara ñu ngi leen ne si reach nañ 10,000 subscribers on 10,000 followers on Facebook so loolu noonu am nga naka laa ko waxee milestone la te soo ritee dafa sagi milestone yooyu te nit yi ñoo la ko jox so foog nga am pour delloo dara gars yi ñu ne foog gars yi foog ñu jox leen dara boo ñoom daal bala leen laa jox dara foog ñu jaarale ko si yoon daal mu ne ko cee moo yore woon loolu noonu moo tax last week ma ne leen cee la week before last ma ne leen cee la ba tuddee cee mu ngi fii nii so foog ñu am pour def wax gars yi affaire bi nu moo demee so tey last 2 weeks yëpp mënuñoo am quiz beeg yooyu noonu so this week ne am quiz bu ñu daan am nga ñu wane one Gambian player tell you some hints about him and then su ko defee yéen ngeen find out who that player is if you know the player then you stand a chance to win something from the Jollof Football Bantaba Che so let's get into the quiz Che before ñu invite suñu guest bi muy dugga si
ok Chama kuy am tey nag is a legend Gambian legend la understand nga def na lu bari si football Gambie ma commencé ko he played for Walidan Football Club. He has played more than 10 times for the Gambia. He played in 4 different Zone 2 competitions. 1 in the Gambia, 2 Cape Verde, 3 Mali, and Guinea-Conakry. And he also played a CAF Confederational Cup final. Who am I?
Who is this player?
Who is this player? Come on. I played for Walidan FC. I played more than 10 times for the Gambia. I played in 4 different Zone 2 competitions: Gambia, Cape Verde, Mali, and Guinea-Conakry. I also played in the CAF Confederational Cup final. Who am I?
Wow, guys, yéen a ko dégg. Waaw wax ko si olof pour sa dee sa dugg si soose full.
Player na Walidan Football Club. Play na more than lu ëpp fukki yoon pour Gambia national team. Play na si ñeneenti Zone 2 competition biir Gambia, biir Cape Verde, biir Mali ak biir Guinea-Conakry. Play na CAF Confederational Cup final. Man may kan.
Wow, gars yéen a ko dégg dinañ ko read that in the middle of the show and also su ñoo jeexal show bi dinañ ko read that pour nga xam ne dinañ jox everybody a chance. So how it goes now is I'm sure people out there might know the player. So duñ mun a jox prize to everybody, but anybody who answer me, you stand a chance. Next week we will have a live draw fini, and then the winners will get something from the Jollof Football Bantaba. Okay, we will tell you guys what you guys will get if you get that answer right. So Che, without wasting much time, suñ kan bi ñu ngi ko bàyyi si biti moom dafa mel nii sax answer na joxe na answer si background bi foofu noonu so doo dee xam
moom boobu suñ
bàyyi ma invite ko moom it mu ñëw join ñu ma ne ko Pa nuyu naa la welcome to the Jollof Football Bantaba, the Gambia football show.
Jërëjëf Chama, it's a pleasure to join this show today as a guest. I've been at the audience for a long time. It's one of those programs you have that I'm going to enjoy so I'm going to follow. So it's a real pleasure to be with you today as a guest.
Yes, ma starté ko Pa of course man xam naa yow kan but for the benefit of our audience can you just introduce yourself and your portfolio in Gambian football? Yeah, no, of course.
Okay, Chama man ñu bari Pa Sawane le Mahami. My name's Pa Ibrahima Sawane. Bakote la grow up here. Judo Banjul grow up in Bakote. In football, I started playing primary school, Then play Nawettan Serekunda is Serekunda West, and Manjai. You will play Nawettan. Then after that, mobile football for then concentrate on academics. From academics, my Delwati Gambia, the work in the civil service, and then I about 3-4 years ago, I started participate in football administration. Of course, I've been head of a community team Bakote, Sun Timbi Estate. Over 10 years, I've been the head of the team. But I get into football administration on a community much wider level. Moi pour Nyong Manjai in the past 3-4 years, where I've been the president of the Manjai Sports Committee. So yeah, that is my role in football right now. So when you Manjai Sports Tam, then I was fortunate to work with the other zones, especially in KMC for KM Sports. As a president of Manjai, I'm automatically part of KM Sports, so I've been working with them. And then we also participated as head of the committee for media and publicity in the last zonals, working with many other zone presidents across the country and the football federation. Yeah, so in summary, that's me.
Yeah, ma ne ko suma gars yi tey dama fi am président yi Manjai ak vice président yi Manjai so boobu noonu affaire bi du yow but hopefully nen am ye other zones itam dinañ ñu join along the way xam naa ne xëy na gars dañoo am issue just pour connect ak yooyu noonu ace ma ne ko tey sa boss laa fi am so tey da nga war a em nag sa boss day am pa
non moom kañ moo war a em because tey dafa ñëw suma kër fii ne ko suma boss fii de fi man maa dox
yaay doxal affaire yi
anyway it's a good introduction waaye pa dina ne welcome to the Jollof Football Bantaba comme ni nga ko waxee rek waaye sa portfolio bi dégg naa rek wala something very interesting but am na lu ma déggut xanaa mosoo play si ligi Gambia
Yeah, played at all levels of football, Gambia. Modern them school, of course, playing at school, football, primary school, and middle school. One who Bonumo, you don't coach, back at SOS Hammond Minor, then Gambia High, we have Parkour. Then from Moneke Gambia High last start, they played third division for Gamtel. Then from third division, you qualify to second division. Then we went to first division. Then we got relegated to the second division. You play at second division, then back to first division until I left for studies in 2004. Yes, I've been playing divisional football.
okay nam ko déggu nga ko de play nga division ne tan rek nga em chama
waaw ma ne dégg naa style woon nag
dafa am tombé rek laa mu dugalam noonu waaye welcome once again chama doxalal
non tey moom yaa moom noo ko waxee sa kër la fekk si tey yow yaa moom nawetaani Gambia moom yaa moom so ñu mën nañoo start discussion bi of course si yesterday day before yesterday Manjai am ngeen seen lifin bi seen Super Cup bi and yeah it was a successful event because discuss nañ loolu noonu even pa discuss naa moom si space bi and yow tam discuss naa yow xam nga before ñu start show bi about loolu noonu so yeah congratulations on that and the record numbers yoo leen am at Manjai because so like maa ngi doon naa liggéey tam si media beeg yooyu noonu everything is going really well and a ngi gis results yi mi ngi wane in terms of loolu leen nekk di am numbers ak yooyu noonu but lan nga ñu mën a wax about the Super Cup then after we can get into more things.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, pour Muna the Super Cup bi, it was tough because this year, as everybody knows, we have a calendar. We have to adapt to it. So to make sure that that is possible, then there's a lot of adjustments to to make sure that we respect the timetable. federation be that is the Gambia Football Federation moom la teg, and so we have to start our qualifiers as soon as the league ended, and then you play with 48 teams. Xam ne you participate in qualifiers and then we have to play after the end of the qualifier. That was a playoff. One the Benin team more succeed on pull them into the Nawettan proper. So Bololo Jehe immediately we had a break of a week. Also, Muna work on our football field, which is in a very bad state, I must say. For at least Mutane. We can continue from there for living. So we had this past Friday on the 16th, Siling Amsung Super Cup final, which was sponsored by Wave Gambia, between Nakakololi Central and Joms Joms Academy. So it was a nice program. I must say, when you're into office almost 3 years back, this is one of the most successful final in terms of attendance, especially the revenue we are able to generate from it. Because for the first time, we went past the mark because from our counting, we have over 1,600 people who have been attend that game. Normally, Manja face is 1,200, 1,300. Why this time, I think we've gone a little bit higher from the records up to about 1,600. You have many new gender tickets for Duga Setan game. So, and finally, we went well. It was a well contested game between the two sides, though from the start, I think Kololi were the dominant from the start of the game. But as the game goes on, Johnstown won the game. But at the end of full time, it was 0-0. Then they have to go to penalty shootouts. They ended up I think 7-6 in favor of Jones. So Jones became the winners. And they went with the cash prize for the Super Cup. We have with more sponsor. So it was a very successful one. So I think I need to show our appreciation to our sister zones. You have they came to represent KM Sports there. This is those for them one about the collaboration between us and them. And Manja Sports really appreciate that. We are very grateful that to have the presence of KM Sports. And also we had some prominent people. We have known and they all honor our invitation. Kumelni, Mr. Kamaso Sadibu, he is always present in our games. Manjai, in activities, whether we invite him or not, he is always there. I think we really recognize that. Why we also want to say thank you to the Gambia Football Federation. You have you to upgrade our facilities through this park renovation project. Make sure some dressing rooms are in a better state today. So yes, we are very grateful for a very successful final.
Wow, that is wonderful. Mareko head vice president even though Che has to be part of help me to be the host of the show, but he also has a lot to say, of course, I'm sure, because he was the one on the ground. Che, do you want to add anything to Lupa Party about that?
No, chama kan bo mo paw na yi pa so he mo manja mo fa do se tek ala kan ci len son ci rap manja mom su paw he fu min man ma
ah waaw ok kon boobu li fi na but am na dama leen war a attaque nag yéen because tey maa ngi yéen ñaar rek laa fi amagum sax because ma ne maa ngi bu maa ñëw si show bi maa ngi dem try pour uti ay pictures xam nga di ut pictures pour seen Super Cup final bi ma dem seen pages yëpp gisuma fa a single picture boo leen jël on the game itself postu leen ko seen social si because that's where I have to get it so lii rek laa fa gis moo nekk Joms ne win neen cup bi but ma dem Serekunda East xam nga man dama dee compare man moom du ma ko lifin so ma dem Serekunda East bu ma demee foofu noonu I see a lot of colors gis naa seen fans yi gis naa seen match yi even am na yenn xale yu fa doon play foog naa dem play before seen final bi everything gaa ngi ko publish si gaa seen social si and yeah you guys have a social team as well so loolu noonu bëgg naa ko faat ñambaas rek it should be there after game bi immediately nu mu gën a gaawee ngeen def ko foofu noonu wala saa ngeen so I struggle now pour am seen picture si daal wow.
Yeah, I think you are right. What happened was that amnen all the pictures. I think most of the sharing you ko defty we have this WhatsApp media channel. Okay, I think the media team, because we have a media team working behind who has been doing that. They did most of the updates, real-time updates actually. See that channel, but which have not been pushed to the other social channels. I think I noticed it is something already, like you mentioned, Mohammed, I've drawn their attention to it. And then, of course, we do posting some, especially so on our Facebook. And we also have a website, manjaisports.com. Waron na fa neka, even our scores Warna right now, but we're having some database problem, which I'm working on actually to resolve as soon as possible. But if you go there right now, what is available is our fixtures and all the groupings, why the pictures, all the stories behind the Super Cup is missing. But be rest assured, very soon you will be seeing that, especially on Facebook, it will be active there again.
Yeah, it needs to be definitely. Yeah, Super Cup be passé na def ngeen seen qualifier round seeg yooyu noonu. I think loolu noonu tam discuss on nañ ko about qualifier round soo gisee I think ngeen mun a start seen nawetaan bi in a very like in a timely manner or in like compared to other zones, at least you started way ahead of others. I think seen nawetaan bi yéen a ngi doon control seen qualifier round seeg yooyu noonu. I think you're elaborating on the qualifier rounds already. So now Luli passing now you are in the Nawettan living. What can you tell us about the Nawettan itself? How many teams do you have in Manjai, and then how do you plan to go ahead with the FF Cup and all that, or the FA Cup?
Yeah, Nawettan it started on Saturday. That is on the 17th yesterday. Siling am soon fourth game. See, then we are going to be playing 48 games for the group stages, because we have 32 teams. So that means that around the middle of September, around the 13th, 14th September, is where we will finish all the group games, because we have 32 teams, meaning that each team will play 3 games. 3 games I play for the league, which is sponsored by QCell Gambia, ñoo sponsor soon league B. So loolu dina dem ba mid-September, and it's also our plan that before the last league games, we will do the balloting for the knockout tournament, which is from our dates right now. I think that will be on the 1st of September. Which when we are preparing to do the balloting for our knockout. As we speak, we're working out for sponsorship for the knockout. Among good sponsorship, we have been talking to 1 or 2 companies about that, but nothing concrete. Whether we have a sponsor or not is something we wish to do, and to make sure that soon I made that balloting, then we will play those games, and by the end of October, the Muna plays some final support for the league and then the knockout, to make sure that we don't get into over the GFF calendar. Yeah, so those are the plans.
Those are the plans. Okay.
Yeah.
So like am ngeen tentative date for the finals, right? Am ngeen date boo leen set for kañ ngeen war a jeex kañ ngeen bugg a jeexal yéen seen nawetaan bi. I know ne challenges daf dee am taw dafa ñëw ak yow noonu léegi-léegi ngeen am pour postpone games, so all those things yow da nga ko dee sóoraale si biir. But how long la nawetaan bi ngeen expect da ngeen daa play game yi suba ak yooyu noonu, how is it working in Manjai when it comes to the games?
Yeah, actually, we get target around the 28th October by our
Yeah.
calculation pro Muna play some finals. But like it is not only us. Then they make sure that we don't have events we have that collide with our sister zones. So
Yeah.
we try to make sure we harmonize some of these things through game sports. Pour ñu joxe suñ dates yi ne Manjai lii leen bugg a def nga gis ne Serekunda is dina wa ok ñun tam bii leen bugg a def nga gis ne to maximize on every zone mun a maximize waaw waaye yes we know that we have our plans ne lii leen bugga these are the dates boo xam ne sa waa ji moo ko dee work on chair will tell you that this lila bugade why like you said rains and some other things can come in between. So right now soon buffer bi buñ teg mooy nekka ne suñ nekkee ne match yu xam ne for one reason or the other they have not been completed. We have our Monday slot, that's a buffer for us to use. We also have Saturdays and Sundays in the morning, which we don't want to lose because it's normally very expensive. So what the game Sisuba. And then because of the nature of Nyunsun zone, Mel, so if a morning game, see, most of the time you are going to run into losses. So we are very cost conscious in how we try to manage the zone. So we put that consideration to see whether it will make sense to run morning games or not. But as we speak right now, we think we are not going to run morning games. Why? When it comes to the cross, in terms of the fixtures, or make sure that we finish on time. This is something we can consider.
You can consider. Yeah, definitely. Che yow boobu war nga see wax dara nag because yow yaa dee plan loo si bëgg a mun a yokka.
waaw yaakaar naa ne Pa wax na la lu bari waaye comme ni nga ko waxee rek bonam bi ñu dee arrangé ba tamit ñu ngi ko focus tamit ñu ngi ko focus in case comme su taw amee au ñu cancel ñu postpone match also ba ñu ni ko bon ba pare tamit dafa dépend tamit naka la ñu war a ne suñ game sax la moo demee parce que comme ni nga daan plan yàlla ñoo plan understand so yeah su dee mën a am tamit am tamit xëy na tamit su knockout bi first round knockout bi tamit ñu ngi ko plan su fekkee ne suñ bëggee play yëpp ngoon dafa romb calendar te xëy na first round knockout bi boobu mun nañ see boole morning games xëy na su am tamit fa nekk only for one weekend.
Yeah.
For one weekend.
Only for one weekend. Well, before Pa, you mentioned something, and then I think you admit something there. Same pitch, state of your pitch rather, is not good. So like, I'm not. It's a challenge. Pitch mom challenge na Gambia. But yan plans yan pour muna improve the state of your pitch. It will be difficult during this Nawettan, but do you have any plans pour muna improve the state of your pitch?
Yeah, Chama soon feel when Mel mom. As somebody who am playing football, it's not something I think need warna fa muna play football. It's so bit much better than that. That pitch is not ideal at all. Okay. Why? Yeah, the fact is also that it is under renovation. We're working with the federation, like I said before. GFF who make sure that the pitch is for new defarco. So already work with the first start the famous GFF renovation project Silo Laboka Montam. So why with the activities on the work on the pitch Bodo. So what we did as a committee, then you said how to make the ground a little bit level by make sure na isinem for black sand ak lolu. So that's the short term intervention bu nga xam ne moom lañ jël pour mun a make sure daal mun nañoo play nawetaan. But the long term, we are not also only putting all our eggs in one basket. They rely on the federation only. We also trying to see what we can do as a committee to make sure that in the long term, Manjai has a very good field. So you will know that Manjai nyari field. You have the Father Golf complex field, the main field, and then I'm got the Biri Biri playing field. So we with the Biri Biri playing field for the past 4 or 5 years, it's not playable. Of a Yahoo, and this is something we are trying to make sure we have a partnership with any investor work with us to renovate that place. So these fields are not owned by Manja Sports Committee; they are owned by the municipality KM Sports.
Yeah.
KMC. So we approached KMC on this. We had a chat with them, and over the last 3 years, the people in the office, we've been working on this, but we did not have much headway. So recently, sir, we have to formalize everything and make it in the form of a tender where we put the requirements in a Lilium Buga, and then so that people can and put their bids or proposals in. So we receive those proposals, which we now work with KMC to make sure that that field is now operational, which we believe if that field is operational, then new dimbales revenue generation, we have use that revenue to invest it in the main field, because condition of our field is very bad. But also you need money to do that, and we don't have that purchasing power. We have invest in the field.
Yeah, well, so if any investor is listening right now, what can you tell them? Because when it comes to investment, people who invest in high say anything, then they will say lan you get in return. I'm not about high say maybe who knows. So what can you tell them? Like Sugai wanna invest in Manjai, what can they get in return?
Manja is strategically located. Field with Funeka is in a very strategic position. If you work with us for whatever amount you may invest on that, the returns on investment Prunga Amco back there is pretty quick. People we Bugana new certain football, but they also want to have to watch football in places where the facilities are at a particular standard. So I believe kunyonga investor halis manjai, it will not take you a number of years to answer investment and make profit out of it. So it's a win-win situation. So yes, so even the proposal Bunghamne Momna received right now, because the deadline for the submission of the proposal, we set it up at 31st of July. We will have to negotiate one or two things with that submission. Why this is all have to be done at the level of the council, because council have to approve on it as the custodian of the park, the new ownership bit. So when it comes to us at the committee level, is for the daily management of the park. Why I believe this is something we can negotiate. At least we have the Biri Biri field, so operational rec dina ñu dimbalé pour ñu mëna invest in the main field. I'm not an expert on field management. Why at one time, I like grass pitches. I prefer grass pitches for now. Football should be played on. I'm not a fan of this synthetic artificial turf. No, you know
Yeah, if you play,
why?
you prefer, of course. If it
Yeah,
is well managed, it's better. Grass is much better. Yeah.
yeah. Why I now because of Lege Manx admin B, I'm beginning to have a change of heart in that the for these parks now. I think the artificial turf more you have because of the volume of games, the amount of games you have mom ngari play susum parks. Because the fact is also that we don't have enough playing grounds in our communities. So there is a lot of pressure on this park, whether it's from the schools, whether it's from the community associations, and then the companies who want to do sporting activities. EFC Park, the same park like Nyonyo. Then, of course, they have the regional leagues. For example, in our case, you have the KMRFA. They have to use our grounds play those activities, send programs before. Then of course ñun manjay ñun sumbopa we have almost 3 tournaments we have ne bukan den ko de buka play annual lolu tam yeb the same park la so da nga gis ne this park we am time bo xamne daf de nek is a continuous thing which is happening all the time so more time man now I'm beginning to have a change of heart maybe for the maintenance and the quality of this thing, maybe dinga so I'm artificial tough sifili Morgan. But I used to believe that grass pitches for now that is best for football.
Absolutely, I absolutely agree with you because my play the way I play really, so I prefer still fields. Somebody may say even though they have very good artificial turfs and stuff, but small players in grass, they feel difference immediately.
Yeah.
It's absolutely different. But Manja, you mentioned that thing. It's a very strategic location, and I think that no, I can even back it up man board boobu laa jógee so play naa Manjai Nawettan I know father of lifin bi the biri complex bi lan la laan liggéey time boobu noonu because buñ ko sànca ñun ñu ngi woon foofu noonu foofu leen daan play ak all those kind of things so yeah in terms of strategy is very very good but of course nekkoon na a lot of money there xam nga Manjai zoo after nga am Manjai pitch bi so another problem boo xamante ne xëj na investor dina door this lifin because there was this management in the Manjai committee before guys they were making all these revenues but then still pitch bi munta develop and then xam nga buñ ko defaree the only way was down it never go up again so like ku war a invest foofu noonu ndax su gisee su seetee that history what are you guys doing differently to ñooñu noonu ñu fa nekkoon before.
Yeah, I think one of the things, particularly when I came into this local football administration,
Yeah.
you don't find the right structures in there, for a community association. So you have to make sure that Lolo Force is put in place. People know how to do basic accounting to be able to know that revenue buiduga, you are able to account for it all over. So I make sure that this revenue term soon you want to use it, you have to follow some procedures. So those are the kind of things we want to put in place, or we've been working on putting in place to make sure areas you have leakages, what can you do about it. So yeah, Manjai ku harmful for that area. People have been playing football. They for the it's late at night. Games are
Definitely, yeah.
happening, and
Yeah.
of course, if you do the maths, number of games in they play for per day, that's supposed to be a lot of revenue. But the interesting thing is that so anyway, like when we came into office, we don't find that there. So I mean, you say okay, that happened, but when I'm there, you what do you do to make sure that that doesn't happen also on your during your time? So those are the things we are putting in place now for Father Nakala to that for the Biri Biri one, this is the idea we have in mind. Whatever investor who Fufu is going to be a joint account, which is going to be transparent. We will have to have a booking system. In fact, right now, as I speak to you, Manja, we have developed a booking system which we are going to deploy from our website. And then, when you book for the feed, you book online. When you want to do the payment, you pay at the bank. You don't give the money to anybody. The park manager is only responsible for gives a receipt, and then he will check the receipt against the booking, allow Langa play for the time slot. So people, we have to have that visibility, that transparency. We have many people ñëpp dinañ xam ne lii mooy duga so suñ demee for example let's say an AGM we were able to tell you that we have 136 games ñoo fi take place this particular day, and the costing be dafa transparent to everybody, so yes, that transparency, whoever comes to work with us, we can assure you that that is what you will find in there. Every butut funduga, we will have to account for it. I guess, and then whatever we save also, then reinvest back into the facilities there to maintain those facilities.
No, digga. That is that digital payment and stuff like that. I think that is the way. That is the way for these kind of things. Especially as you need like even here in South Africa, get a young man because before so we book place da nga dem before noonu nga book place bi pare so before nga jox nit ki xaalis comme no nekk di wax waaye xam nga su fekkee yëpp yaa ngi ko def digital even so amee late cancellation sax you can manage to doo am sa loss si daal understand fu mu nekk nii su nit dafay late cancellation man dematuba then they don't bring the money so that is a good strategy to use how about the Nawettan speaking about the Nawettan tamit xam nga like gate takings and all those kind of things, ticket how are you guys working to make sure there is no leakages and all those kind of things, everything is accountable?
Yes, like I said, I'm from a digital background. I'm a software engineer, most my professor. So I believe in technology. So we have already implemented that since last year, then digitize soon ticketing. That's why when I tell you the numbers, this game 500 or 300 those are the people who have the ticket. So even when the matches are on, I can go to the site and be able to tell you that today some attendance we have 400 or 500 people who got in. So that's how we've been doing, and that's what we are going to continue to do to make sure that we digitize as much as possible. We will make sure that we record all our activities. Therefore, I think what this also does is that it helps continuity because, for example, the challenges we find when we came in, there is nothing is recorded which will help us to say, okay, these are what happened here before. How can we make sure this process is improved? So it was difficult at the start. So, but we don't want the people coming after us to have the same problem. So that's why we try to digitize as much as possible. And it was also a promise that we made to the people who know, and we will do that. And that's what we are doing right now. And what we can do in the future is to improve upon that until we leave office for the others.
Yeah, definitely. Che, you are back. It seems that one of our guests is around as well. So su ko defee ñu mun nañ koo dugal because already it's a bit time baa ngee lifin. So let me just bring him in. Coach, you can go ahead. Go ahead and Che Madiga. Boy, dégguma la de. Well, Che family struggle with technical issues. But anyways, we have here Modou Youssoufa Thiam kii moom suma doom baay la. Welcome to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel. We are very happy to have you here, bro. Nakam?
That's my president.
Waaye ñu ngi laa dégg ñu ngi laa dégg ñu ngi laa dégg am ngi xalal loo nag waaye ñu ngi laa dégg.
Okay, sorry for coming late. In Serekunda West right now, we are having AGM. Came Sports should be there. I'm not jail break.
Yeah.
I'm Duga because chair sent on them link. I'm going to use my president. Principal. How are you, my boss?
Fair boss.
Very good, very good. I'm small wireless. I'm going to contact Jambar.
Abun moram des ma waji. Well, anyways, can you tell us more about yourself and then your portfolio and ban zone nga nekk?
Wa do bay man de Modou Cham la, Modou Youssoufa Cham mo gëna feñ.
Wow.
We are young people in Serekunda is. Na yaga na ñoo dem setani Nawettan.
Yeah.
From Janjang Bure culture, ball coin, jóge Bundung léegi dem Talinding, Esvilar, Farokono. Nega stakeholder with Serekunda is a genuine stakeholder for that matter, depuis 2018 up to date.
Yeah.
Di waxtaan ak stakeholders yi bu baax a baax mbiri lu mun a develop Serekunda depuis 2018 2019 saa yu jafe-jafe amee rek dañ def contribute pour zone bi dem kanam nekkuñ executive members we are stakeholders.
Yeah.
In 2019 there was issue mun naa ko ooyee an issue daal stakeholders ñun yaakaar. There was a call from certain positions. I was voted for a year.
Yeah.
And then we did extremely well that year. Tambe muje Congress mo am. And then I was voted in also on the post. Si lolu lañ nekk daal move on demonstrate naka la.
Wow, so
and lu ci des yëpp education youth activities ak yeneen yooyu moom ñu tegee
ko sax waaw ma ne so daanaka daal yaa njiit Serekunda is fu mu nekk nii and then you guys are doing very well yes ma ne ko you guys are doing very well yesterday rek maa ngi gis seen pictures yeeg yooyu noonu si seen lifin bi naka la tuddaati Super Cup bi cee moo nekk di struggle si background bi sorry de bayal ma congratulations you guys too you did a wonderful Super Cup I saw the pictures it was very colorful gis nga color boo bëgg a foofu noonu ñaari teams yi génn si neen and it was a very good game what can you tell us about your Super Cup yesterday?
Wow Domba Super Cup was well organized Serekunda is moom community bi dañ bëgg a football dañ bëgg a sports in general so oote ñëpp a game and then from the technical meeting lañ njëkk a def last week Wednesday pour make sure ne wax nañ teams yëpp moo nekk T-Town ak Medina lan moo leen war si Super Cup bi and they have done that exactly explain match proceedings si lu war ak lu warut yëpp si biir Super Cup bi we tell them and then work with M Savage as our sponsors for the Super Cup exclusively this year support team si preparatory money jox ñu jasis jox community bi tamit preparatory money pour ñu make sure ne ñu am a very successful Super Cup ñëpp gis nañ ko démb bu team si génnee wax dëgg yàlla T-Town dress extremely well Medina dress extremely also well to make sure ne daal di football bi tamit play nañ ko ñëpp enjoy nañ ko biir Serekunda is deservedly then Medina ñu win T-Town by 1-0. So, but it was a very, very entertaining final, very competitive. Medina team bu mag la biir Serekunda is. For now, it's the second most decorated team. Medina pour ñu lose final of their meeting. T-Town is a team that is coming up newly with young, vibrant players, and then they have a lot of energy. Trying and Jema Besona will let Medina score, but they could not equalize. So it was a tough one for them. And notwithstanding as young players still in good faith we move on Medina tamit their experience youthfulness and experience bàyyi nañ ci daan ñu def lu leen
waaw suma waa ji mu ngi wax lu interesting waaye dafa mel ni internet baa ngee trip ok waaw ma ne ko internet bi nag daf ñu dee mun a jam faa sometimes.
Yeah, for my internet bi la.
Yeah. I'm not hearing now.
Internet
Let me
bi
see.
la. I think the connection is a little bit bad.
Yeah, Che tamit one time mu ngi mel ni dafa nekk di struggle with that. Yeah. Ah. Use yaa maa dégga. Try nga disconnect nga dugaat si waat xëy na internet bi will be better because sa sound bi dem na I don't know nag call moo duga wala internet bi la benn la si ñaar yooyu so xëy na soo génnee nga dugaat it will be fine. Yeah, ñu continuer foofu. No, nekkuñ di la dégga use ama génne la nga dugaale waat. Yeah. Ma seet yaa maa dégga. No, génn nga dugaat just exital stream bi then after nga duga si waat si stream yard bi then we can proceed from there. Pa yow ma foog naa wax nga affaire bi yëpp Manjai but léegi su ma la laajte in terms of challenges xam naa ne there is a lot of challenges yoo leen di face xam nga yéenay highlight nañ ko sax oda saaga but what are the biggest challenges yoo leen nekk di face in Manjai génne si about pitch ak yooyu noonu but in terms of the nawetaan bi to make sure that di ngeen amee successful nawetaan yan ngeen yaakaar ne dina nekk a challenge daal.
Well, Manjai, the biggest challenge I think will be around the naka nga make sure that increasing spectators because so some might the experience be so can improve nga lulu you can also have a lot of spectators so ñun tam loolu leen nekk di work on very hard and that's why ñu ngi empower sun media team bi to make sure that you advertise more pour nit yi and those association with teams mu ñoo seetaan si games because su nit yi seetaan ñëwun seetaan games because games they are very expensive. The expenditure that goes into organizing a single game is very high. So for a zone like Manjai, amulo a lot of spectators, you run the games in losses, and that cannot continue forever. It can go as to a level where after some time, the losses are so high that you will not be able to conduct games. So the game experience, low len try naka la ñoy improve lolu. Is people then gonna book the session. So you have this challenge also. Manja, the teams, some of our teams are very far from the communities itself, where you have our playing ground. So they travel to come to the grounds to play for. So they don't bring that number of spectators. Will have did now provide a lot of revenue for zone B. So this is a very big challenge because let's say certain matches we run at a loss for those kind of teams. You have they don't live within the community of Manjai some park before Fulaneka because they don't bring a lot of fans in. So Lolo Mom is a very big challenge. So we are trying to put in strategies. Nakala nyo make sure that overturn that thing. So one of it is to try to increase number of teams by making sure that we will be biased, if I may put it like that, to make sure that teams around Manjai, Kotu, Kololi, Bakote, Sanchaba, Depokunda, are given more options or pathway through into the Nawettan proper than teams you have then they are much further away. You understand? So those are things which we are strategies that we are trying to put in place to make sure that a lot of revenue. So we are going for an extraordinary meeting. So this proposal is going to be presented to our stakeholders. If we approve that, come the next Nawettan, we want to increase the number of teams to make sure that we have more teams from our communities to increase our revenue base from 32 to 40 teams. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the plan. Okay. I'm not thinking about the whole because Monica, violence has been a challenge for you guys, I believe. Because my is even the Saint Flyers this year, every year I get try to discourage violence see football be am nga. I know Gambian football fans are very passionate about football, but everything that am limit. Understand nga? You cannot go cross the line and stuff like that. So kumel ni suma team man I play now manja, I play now the final, play now with Colony United. So more day game what like your last time Manesa, you guys having a issue with Colony United from last season. Understand? I was surprised. I know it's a very important team for Manjai, one of the most successful teams in Manjai, but affaire bi dafa am fu mu dee so in terms of violence lan ngeen nekk di def pour tackle that and lan moo nekk issues yi and how far have you gone with that case, maybe as far as you can go about on that one.
Yeah, actually, like Manglawa, affaire in numbers, for people to come and watch football. People don't go to areas where there's some for them always dafa neka more far that discourages spectators. So it's a no win for anybody. For nga am violence, si living. Alhamdulillah, since we came to office. The violence at the park has gone very much down. But we have one big case before happen on more soon last cup final B, where we have that the game between Naka Kololi United at Johnson FA Cup final B. So at the last minutes of the game, of course, need and then score. These people jumps when score. Kololi United did not, agree to the referee's decision, and and that spill over. The game ended prematurely, and then the skirmishes, for tear gas, and then we have people we are affected about with the tear gas living paramilitary to be sprayed on Fufu. So and then we had one or two injuries to happen on Fufu. So the committee has to come in to take care of the injured people. And then, of course, we met over it, the case for Kololi United, what is going to be the action, GLC after Kololi United. So we did take an action, and then that was to initially to set an example, because we want to be a zone where violence will not be encouraged, not only in our zone but in Serekunda, KM, or the whole KM. Yeah, like I said, Manja is part of the KM sports, so we don't encourage violence in KM sports. So we wanted to set an example to make sure this doesn't happen. So Kolori United were banned for 3 years initially, and then that ban what take effect, but they didn't agree with it. Of course, they have to follow the process, and then they file an appeal or a protest to KM Sports. And then KM Sports also has to engage us, and UNECA's discussion go with back and forth between us and KM Sports. The ban was reduced to 2 years, and after that, Manja Sport felt that no, we still think that that was not the right thing to do. We have a difference of opinion with KM Sports, and then we wrote back to KM Sports and to see how to best to address the situation. So until finally, before this Nawettan Dorni, then we wrote to Nakalatra Kololi United again, about the case, and then also we had the involvement of our stakeholders, New Toga with Kololo United. We discussed it because okay, the the opinion of the stakeholders is that we should not ban the team, despite the violence and anger, so ban it, what is going to it means to the community, you know.
Yeah.
So we had a fruitful discussion ñun ñëpp, waaye ñun ñëpp what has been agreed, everybody will appreciate more in a violence cannot be tolerated in any
Yeah.
form. Okay? You can ban any teams because the fact remains that if so many teams, these youths who play in these teams will now be engaged in other activities. So we are very much conscious of that. So Bugonyo banned any team. And for Kololi United, to their credit, is one of the most disciplined teams where Nenedinga Manjai. They are
Yeah, I
very,
know.
yeah, things happen, but actions have consequences to them. Why?
Yeah.
What I think, if I remember, they recall they actually won the most disciplined team not long ago. So it is things got out of hand in that particular day, but it cannot go unpunished. Definitely cannot go unpunished. But final decision has been made by Manjai Sports Committee, which is now to ban the identify individuals who have at the forefront of that particular incident you happen on. So those people have been given the ban. The team also have been banned 1 year now instead of the 3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the players of Kololi United are allowed to go and participate. See, you have many, they are not specifically mentioned. There are certain players you have many, they will not be played in any game zone. While there are other players you have many, they are not been mentioned in the communication. Ñooñu them play other teams for this zone. So next year, Kololi United will be admitted back into the Nawettan, and we hopefully we think that by then the lesson will have
Will be
been
learned.
learned that violence in the zone be able to stop is a disadvantage for the whole zone. So
Yeah.
definitely we don't take it lightly. And this year also, or all the zones, people to desist from violence. Violence doesn't solve the problem.
No,
Yeah.
definitely. I absolutely agree. Like, Yagi was about discipline. Because, man, play now for 3 years or 4 years. Like, for like gonna play Nawettan, Sisuma life. So, it was a team, like, community team, I'm then I Khalifa, and they over Yaru. Team,
Yeah.
like, but of course, football passion like So I was very shocked. I was very surprised. But say, oh, Carolina, is that really the team? Because so say, Madam for with players because they are very welcoming and they had a very good structure in place, good people around that team. Respect me, that team from the young generation all the way up. So it was very surprising. So hopefully, come back over here, they will learn a lesson from that, and then hopefully next time soon because they are very important to Manjai zone. Man, they are
Definitely.
very important to
Definitely.
Manjai zone.
In terms of like attendance, Colo United is one of those teams you have then then they make no it and be possible because they bring fans in. They will assure you of bringing a number of fans in. And like come no how it's a surprise to me. Me speaking to the people from Colo United, the admin people. These are people I really respect. I don't know most of them, but during this incident, Mange Wahagai, and then you begin to wonder how did this happen? These people are very level-headed people. You have the very respectful, I must say, very respectful. So on those people's what really happened is very, very unfortunate, but it is what is it. Actions also have consequences. Hopefully, this is not going to be repeated.
Yeah, definitely. So, Pa, saa waay use ñëwaat na so yow foog naa ma ne yow lu ñu war a waxtaan foog naa cover nañ ko but if you have anything loo xam ne bëgg nga koo yokka before ma issue use dama laa keep fii nag tey because cee moo fi waroon a nekka cee nekku fi te ñu ngi war nañoo waxtaan other things te yow xam nga yow rek campé bi ni ñu ko dee defee so te xëy cover cee so but anything loo bëgg a wax about Manjai su ko defee ñu close chapter Manjai bi ñu fu ko Serekunda is
I think pour jeexal Manjai ñu ngi encourage soon people, everybody, spectators, football lovers, from the signs of Lungis Super Cup finals. I think it's going to be a very competitive Nawettan. We think they will really, really, really enjoy it. Let them come and watch. And we are having a very big support. I think I must mention that Nyun Manjai, the zone Bumakom, our big zones in Serekunda, East or West. Why we have in support. I think I must publicly mention that Nyun Serekunda is that new their support. We have a lot of support from them. Whether Nuno organize things, how we go about the things, Nuno halal all the time. President Cham is a brother. I can pick the phone anytime, and he'll make it happen for me. So the same thing, Suma Magdi West, so with Game Sport, we are benefiting a lot from it. And we don't compete with them. Then they said, okay, Serekunda is doing this. How are they doing this? How can we make sure that this can be replicated in Manjai? But this, I'm saying this because they have been very open to us. Kuhamun Manjai Dimba. I think Manjai is a different thing. But it's thanks to the cooperation, to Game Sport. I think I must say that for Daniel.
Yeah, wow, rafet na. Ma ne ko sa waa ji mu ngi laa nuyu si background bi Pa An mu ne naka greetings to my brother Pa Sawade. It was joy watching him play. Loolu laa wax de yaa toj affaire yi waaw. Waaw doom bay naka léegi naka saam bi yaa ngi baax doom bay yaa ma dégg waaw ba léegi yow sa saam bi ñëw de doom bay ma ne ko sa saal mi ñëw de checkal sa mic bi which mic is connected tamit I don't know pa nu ma la ko I hope ne amuloo any other activities rek because dama la fay téye tuuti
no it's okay mic am bi mu ngi mute for now mooy
waaw yaa ngi
mute de
waaw ma ne ko internet yi Gambia boobu mooy loolu noonu léegi boobu so dañ dee understand
yeah dafa niru affaire bi dafa mute mic bi
waaw te xam nga bëggoon na non dégguñ la de bii dafa mel ni si mic bi la soo checkee sa mic bi soo demee si settings yi nga check sa mic sa audio bi nga check which mic your phone is using I don't know then nga check su fekkee ne sa phone bi mu ngi connected or not
unless if it is not connected to the Bluetooth.
Waaw exactly su fekkee da nga use earpiece daf dee mun a change affaire bi xam nga sa waajaa gis ñu war a koneem ma ne mic bi bu Serekunda is la ñoom économie rek
waaw mu ngi tooñ de
paa mu leen a daal prési affaire bi mu ñu bëgg a jam faa de waaye su bëggee nekk problème
mic bi la de
mic issue la yeah mic issue la su call lee dugga tam daf dee mën a dog mic bi so I don't know no dégg try nga génnaat nga dugaat nga seetaat xëy na that will work yeah cee mu ngi doon wax tamit moom gara bëggoon naa bu fekkee bii xam nga because ngi gars yi ñu jox certificate Jollof Football Bantaba which we really appreciate foofu la waroon a starté sax xam nga lu mu fi nekkutee woon moo tax ma ne xama pousse ko si ba lifin waaye yesterday gars yi seen Super Cup bi cee demoon na teewee Super Cup bi and then xam nga gars yi jox nañu certificate of appreciation and yeah we really like delloo appreciation bi rek to gars yi xam nga ñun ñu ngi koy defee ñun ñu ko waxee rek soo déggee suñ tur bi sax nga xam ne Gambia football leen fi nekkal like so like whatever we do for Gambian football xeeb nañ ko so jërë ngeen jëf yéen tamit we are happy that the balls you guys amoon gars yi ko used to like gars yi ko put in good use di nga moom la gars doon use seen qualifier rounds and stuff like that so we are very happy and then yeah we will not stop and then xam nga luñ mun a help Gambian football we will do our best so but hopefully nañ ko am si lifin bi si show bi along the way maa ngi am other things yu ma bëggoon a waxtaan about zones yëpp because unfortunately the other two zones which is Banjul and Serekunda Central ñoom tamit waroon nañ fee nekka waaye xam naa ne ñoom tamit dañu am ay jafe-jafe rek gars yi mënuñ fee nekka so dinaa jump onto other topics yu ma am pour discuss naa dem si second segment bi su ma doom bay dugga si waatee maybe we can go back to discuss that but other things yu ma bëggoon ñu discuss because of course Gambia football ñun ñëpp la ñor yesterday we see what happened the president of the Republic of the Gambia, not the president of GFA but the president of the Republic of the Gambia went to the stadium put them inspect stadium bi last week rek ñu ngi gis reports Gam Foot for example ñoom ñu ne stadium bi pare na 90% I don't know what that 90% mean fan la gaa jëlee number boobu noonu but suñ gisee président bi war a dem ba si stadium bi di seeti stadium bi progress si stadium bi dafa mel ni we are getting closer to that that chance to play our home games in the Gambia yow boo gisee président bi dem si lifin bi yow loolu lan nga si loo si jàngee daal.
Well, I think he went there to what is the progress. I'm sure the minister will be giving him weekly updates in cabinet. Why sometimes, like they say, seeing is believing. Pour them for tam muna dega gisal popam na mo tam mu dem fo but this thing has been going on for a long time. I think Sumbena Watan's space where I was talking about it ne minister bi su dan sanamla the li something wa ne warna je legi ni but Gambia moment no you have these contracts you sign it with people and they don't deliver on it and there are no consequences for it and it's affecting everybody. You understand? So for whether you're young support be to make sure that you are clearing goods for people develop such league no that affect somebody else who want to use those products to as an input for mumuna deliver for somebody else. So we cannot seem to be having been a project this maintenance is supposed to take this land more Belegi, Gambia. We cannot play home games. That's really a sad situation. It's really sad. It doesn't have to take the president Mudemsi Stadium before the stadium project to work. It shouldn't be like that. Things are supposed to function. And if you don't do it, let there be consequences for that. Why is it is sad that I can't remember exactly when was the last time we had playing in the stadium because my last match for now the day we had that overcrowding there.
Algeria,
where Ndadi speaking on the mic. I think since then I've not watched any game at the stadium, but come on, we need to get that right, and we should start planning as a country to have alternative venues in our country, because these are things you have is a need for the youth. Warnanyo Bill Stadium, whether how one way or the other, we should start looking for it. because this is not something lu xam ne mun naa continue.
Yeah, definitely. Warta muna continue. Si jagat mom, I believe si lu minister bi wax because jagat jojo a lot of deadlines mom itamit. Every time you joxe deadline, you push deadline. Because no go hey, man tam I'm a firm believer in whatever you do, whatever you are responsible for, there should be consequences if fekkee ne mënuloo mit sa luñ la santa pour nga def ko. Xam nga waaye nekkul ne rek suma like contractor bi moo ma fail. Like why should contractor fail you su fekkee yoo xam nga looy def why did you give it to that contractor and all those kind of things but xam nga ñu suñ dëkk bi nu mu dee doxee rek dañ mun a maslaha too much everything dañ ko dee maslaha on sa di nga nekk si position nga fiilaat ba léegi you are the one ku fa nekka so loolu noonu war nañ koo seet but hopefully this visit by the president will mean ne at least because the upcoming qualifiers is in 2 weeks time which we will talk about later boobu noonu passé na but the next one which will be in October boobu noonu at least gars yi war nañoo make sure ne Gambia war na moo mun a play home foog naa ne Youssoufa ñëwaat na suma doom baay ñu tryaat hopefully su fekkee lifit na ñu waxtaan ak moom bu doon naxam ñëwaat nga naka saal bi léegi
waa léegi I'm getting you clear xam na yéen
waaye léegi ñu laa dégg clair léegi affaire bi nangu na ma ne ko paan mu ne paan mu ne Serekunda de waaw baax na ma ne ko paan mu laa sonal si gannaaw de mu ne maa ngi Serekunda is la
maa ngi Serekunda West ni sax wax ko maa ngi Serekunda West but maa ngi déglu jotaay bi and then maa ngi comment suma ligue bi Pa Sawane is a gentleman par excellence wax dëgg yàlla is somebody that I look up to but I learn a lot from him he's very humble ñu ngi liggéey for 3 or 2 years plus now and then we learning from each other mu ngi wax ne is moo nekk di jox Manjai waaye Manjai is moo nekk di jëlee Manjai and then game sports moom loolu la I think the culture we are building is very important for Gambian sports. We are not competing but complementing each other to make sure that you achieve some objectives and that is the way forward. So man ko ko gërëm bu baax a baax moom taxawaayam.
loolu important na terap sa complementing because at the end of the day liggéey bi kenn nit mënu koo def it's all we are all pushing at the end of the day it's one objective right it's just to promote Gambian football promote Gambian youths at the end of the day so there is no competition there ku nekk loo mun a def ngay mun a def rek nga yóbbu affaire bi but also ma doon wax balaa ngaa lifin gis ne yesterday receive neen a certificate of appreciation ci moo ko ñëw jël si yéen so loolu laa wax jërë ngeen jëf for that thank you very much bu ma ko cee wone I was really happy for that but nu ma ko waxee rek sa gannaaw ma ne ñun ñëpp si di same cànqa leen nekka we are here to move Gambian football so luñ def lu mu tuuti xeeb nañ ko xam nga xeeb nañ luñ def lu mu bari I mean xeeb nañ ko so jërë ngeen jëf for this gesture we really appreciate it as well.
Yeah, loolu moo ñu war because ñun tamit it was a surprise ñu receive balls from Jollof Football Bantaba and then when we received we acknowledge receipt of it and we were very proud of it. That is why we decided ne nekk ni suñu joxe suñu awards special awards Super Cup bi Jollof Football Bantaba will be awarded and it's showing our appreciation of what you have done. It's not little as far as Serekunda is concerned. It's not very little. Loolu ñu mënti jox rek we appreciate it because at the end of the day you are enhancing what we are doing and football boobu noonu or ball yooyu noonu wax dëgg yàlla has reduced a cost on us so da ngaa gis ne bu ñu started qualifiers we bought lot of balls while the time I can tell you your balls were coming at Serekunda is I think we have 4 to 5 balls we were trying to buy another balls so da ngaa gis ne we use those balls to end the qualifiers that is play off with it which we really appreciate and we said we must do a certificate to Jollof Football Bantaba to acknowledge what you have done appreciate nañ ko bu baax and that is it complimentary daal Gambian sports dina dem si kanam definitely thank you very much so ñu dem si nawetaan bi léegi yesterday lu ma la ko waxee it was so colorful there maa ngi gis ñaari team si after dama foogoon ne sax ndax team yi boppam la wala Serekunda is ñoo create fans ñu ñëw
but actually it's these two different teams you have in ñoo no, because it was so beautiful and it was so organized. My team in Serekunda is in like organized it. Was wonderful. You guys are doing a great job, but the clubs also in Serekunda is are doing wonderful stuff, right?
Yeah, this is just the opening. I think Medina and Tita. I wish you watch Ebeji, Maktab, and other teams also. Canon, Ngoma, Serekunda is crazy. The fans are crazy. They came every game they know with new dress. You can see the dress yesterday from each team.
Yeah.
It was colorful. And next game, so Medina Sunyo do new a color bi, Titan Sunyo do new a color bi. So they prepared this very well in the respective communities, and then it is really, really, really paying dividend. These are the fans that are coming to come and enjoy football, to come and support their teams. From the on go, whistle will Pep, they start supporting until the last whistle. They will never stop. Even yesterday, to take 1 minute silence for OJ Jallo and then Parliament Jiba was a problem. We talked to the fans to give us that time to do it. But
Yeah.
Serekunda, this is how it is, and it's almost now in every team. In fact, teams compete because in the awards night we have the best fans, and to win the best fans, there are a lot of criteria. One among them is to dress differently in each game, common support, and make sure that the team is going to the next level. The discipline is also important. The supporting also is also important. So it's a big thing, and then we really appreciate. At the end of the day, also like what happens yesterday, 20% of the revenue is going back to the teams. Each 20%, 20%. So each team yesterday, I think I'm announcing it here for the first time. They are going home with $50,000, $52 as gate tickets of each team, 40%, 40%.
Wow.
So each team
20
is going with
20%, 20%.
50,000 plus as gate tickets. Yeah, sorry, 20%, 20%. So this is the funds that came, and then we are taking the money back to the team to prepare for their next game, excluding the prize monies.
Yeah. No, no, the team in Java, that is wonderful. 50,000. I don't think any Nawettan team, Muslim, maybe finals or something. I don't know, but you can tell me. And that Muslim that record, nah, 50,000
Yeah,
plus.
yeah, yeah. In last Nawettan finals, we got more than that. We got 62,000 gate tickets. League
Yeah,
final.
yeah. That's
Yeah. Serekunda is people come and watch football. I was expecting around 75 for each team, but notwithstanding, it's an opening and it's good. I want
it's a wonderful start.
don't know call.
Yeah, it's a call coming in. If a call comes in, it's gonna cut and we cannot hear you again. Is the call? Call was coming in, right? Yeah, it's some might be demand na de. So I think you have to go out and come in again. Then call to God night. Stream yard nyom then feed people get. Yeah, pa 50,000 for a per team. That is huge, right?
Yeah, that is what numbers give you. Just come what he that will go a long way. That is more teams. Just for example, Sarakuna is so playable. That's more than what you a winner in Manja will get. You understand? So
Yeah.
so that's why numbers here are very very important. And
Right.
yeah, Alhamdulillah, Serakunda is then they set on football. They really like it, and the team G bring support. And now what they did was come Lufanekuton before. Moine this the fans club. Time wo dange football lovers attached to the teams, but they don't come with this fanfare. For, and this is really helping the zone for, because come nakala lady bit to the Mamisira, I don't know, something like
Well,
that.
Mama said that. Yeah, smiling
Yes,
coast. Yeah.
she comes with her own her group there. The feature. I think they do that, and ñom la ko gisee ak combo south. Combo south. I think I watched some games there at ñu ngi am lolu, and this is giving the football another ambience. What nit yi then they enjoy the game, and then there is also something out of it for the teams as well. It's really encouraging, having those numbers coming from them. Loolu dafa ta football in Gambia dafa dem kanam. The numbers coming in from there and in Brikama is really healthy for our football.
Definitely. Ma ne ko yeneen zone si war nañ see roy.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
yes, use naka la? You back?
Why is back? My telephone is paham na busy na dafde
It,
tanga.
it's busy. No,
Yeah,
president.
time la dafa busy.
Ma ne ko président li fi am du yomba. Président affaire am du yomba.
So we were projecting for the teams at least to go home with 100,000 plus the gate tickets and then the prize monies. But now we start them 25. And they will also with $80,000, which is not, we are almost close to our target. And it's as a Super Cup mom is a bonus for all the teams that the preparatory game. And then I think Medina and Titan will enjoy their Nawettan because they will go home almost close to $80,000 each, which is very, very good for them.
Yeah, that's very good preparatory money. At least guy would know settle But anyways, let me ask you to the same question Buma asked Pa. When it comes to ground, Serekunda is a very busy ground as well. Comme xam nga ñoom yéen amu leen si nawetaan bi rek yéen even league bi gars yi use seen ground seeg yooyu noonu so it's a very busy ground. And then in the past Serekunda was always a pitch boo xam ne dañ daan look up to it because of it was very well maintained and that. So but nonetheless the pitch is not in great condition understand. So yéen loo leen nekk di def pour ngeen make sure ne yéen seen pitch boobu because you guys are generating quite a good revenue. Loo leen nekk di make sure pour make sure ne seen pitch bi standard the pitch bi or level like the pitch is it meets proper standards or things like that.
Yeah, Gamba, so we say swing page. 5 years we did not play qualifiers inside the Serekunda. We are playing at Over Zone Serekunda. So this year we played qualifiers inside Serekunda, meaning we have work on the pitch for the past 2 years. I can tell you every year they close to 500,000 to make sure that the pitch is ready. This year the pitch is close to 400 or 400 plus to make sure that generating black sands. To make sure that generating fertilizer, both organic and then the artificial one, generating groundnut cells, to employing people for a period of 2 months. Every day, a lot of money is paid to 8 people to make sure that I'm a very, very good pig. So, you liggéey nañ suñ pig bi bu yàgga door ci biir GFF League bi every date bu ñu am dañ dee liggéey suñ pig bi to make sure ne work on si biir weeru koor bi tamit bu GFF jëlee break loolu dimbal nañu trop work nañ a complete month on our so liggéey nañ si lu yaaga bu baax and that is annual pitch bi moom expense soo bëggee am pitch bi nga xam ne dafa play qualifier round dafa play nawetaan si ligue bi jeexee tamit ligue bi dina continuer qualifier third division dina ñëw ba pare pitch bi is looking green 365 days you have to work on it. You must put in the pitch more than 500,000 every year. And nekkul ne zones yi to be honest with you nekkul ni zones yëpp ay mun a def loolu no nekkul ne tamit the money is from so no ñun money bu ñu nekk di spend Serekunda is yëpp is generated either after nawetaan or during nawetaan why the pitch needs a lot of money. I see Manjai are starting something which are common in using the black sand and then you get there to Manjai pour ñu mën a defar football mu ñëwaat they will spend close to 1 million ndax Manjai am na loolu léegi we support that thing nañ ko mën a jëlee si nawetaan bi no but they need that money for make sure next so maintaining grasses in this country is not easy. People will not understand why man léegi I understand it and I believe it's very expensive and that you need committed people to make sure that you get liggéey every day but you need a work plan on that you need maintenance page I will sit with the ground men with the technical team finance ñu am a work plan ñoo liggéey 1 month dañoo liggéey an entire 1 month weeding la ñoo def or additional grass la ñoo yokka or fertilizer la ñoo yokka or dañoo spray pour rey insects ci picc bi we do all those things in Serekunda is why then they am a complete work plan from this job to this job from this job to the so nga suñu liggéey one month nga day gis the effect on the pitch baa ngi green mu ngi baax mu ngi and all those things so a lot of work is being done at the background nekkul ne yëpp lañ dee publish yëpp lañ dee génne waaye a lot of work is being done at the background gis naa ne mu ngi start nañ gis that is where it is bu doon start la meloon so we it's just background mañu label it and make sure that more blacks are added with 1 year around green at the end of the maintain. So this is what is happening in Senegal. Is a lot of money. I can tell you we can do one pavilion a season. Why if you never done ground, we can do 1.5 pavilion a season. To what
wow.
It will take close to 10,000. So plus.
Yeah, with
so after the raining season. So it's not easy.
Yeah, with all those challenges. Wow, with all those challenges. Why I gave break there. Maneko, with all those challenges you're negative face in maintaining the grass pitch, and living and see. So what do you think is the way forward for you guys? For is it to maintain keep going with the grass pitch or to transform the pitch into something else? Like a artificial turf? Maneko dogati na de. bi dafa mel ni internet la de.
sound bi dem na kay.
sound bi dem na yeah. ba dem ngay break.
Maybe call a dugaati, I don't know, maybe probably.
Yeah, sound bi dem na su call duggee moom affaire dafay def dee yaaxu xaawa lifin ko. Yeah, again the same thing loo nekkoon di highlight about pitches yi. léegi ma ne ko léegi comme noo ko waxee léegi yéen a ngi si biir système bi so you guys di ngeen mën a xam ne xëy na artificial bi will be the better solution for Gambia. Because mënuñoo maintain the other thing because dafa soxla investment and then if it's like investment you cannot overuse the pitch especially if it is grass pitch dafa am limit boo ko usee ak yooyu noonu am time booy work on it and things like that so grass pitch yi ma fi gis fii bii Japan sax the same thing la duñ ko dee use as often as artificial yi dañ dee nekk di use comme xam nga every single time foofu ngi busy but grass pitch yi it is more difficult pour nga use ko than the artificial pitch even though kenn du ko dee jël sax kenn du dee jël slot bi but dañuy am it's very limited period so they muna use.
Yeah, I did some investigation fee in Scotland fee with some groundsmen talk what guy how do they maintain their fields and so on and come those groundsmen ñoom tam dañ am seen work plan how to make sure that they keep the grass green it's not just water. It involves a lot of things. This weeding, they have to do applying fertilizer, the type of grasses and so on. So it is quite capital intensive for maintain these football fields for grass. But like come Mandal, I prefer grass. Why as an administrator right now, so between giving the choice between grass and artificial turf, I will go in for artificial turf because hamna ne maintain for a number of years, and if you are disciplined in the income generate over that period, then I'm gonna def that maintenance of that artificial turf si park. Why the grass for soon zone you don't have a lot of money. To maintain those grass pitches, it's just a dream. It's just a dream. It's difficult.
Okay, don't buy new one, guy. Bangla lache about
internet
internet. Bangla lache about now your challenge your face no. Like, what is the way forward for Serekunda is in terms of the pitch? That they're gonna continue the every time they spend for maintenance or
Short term is to maintain the grass. Short term solution you maintain grass. Long term is to have a tough. Why tough? You know the problem of tough in this Gambia now. Even the climate, you know, the factor you don't go a factor. So tough whether
Yeah.
we will have a good tough. That is second term whether we have the capital to do it at once in Serekunda is another issue. So the guy is there is a lot of things involved in tough. So that is why you need to work hard on our grass. That is to have a short term solution grassing with them. While tough minimum, it will require a lot of funds, which Serekunda is don't have or cannot finance by itself. So again, you am tough the one a partnership or a payment plan, things like that, or financial agreement, things like that, or support or whatsoever. Why Sarakuna is cannot just one of buy a talk like that. We are working on a proposal on that. We are preparing a document. We are also looking at different types of talks. Get the whole project when you call whole like different types of talks. We are also discussing with partners. We have met with sending you different types, you whole and all those things. Right now, we focus on told us in very talk. We want to have a document of it, and then so, I mean a document. We will meet the right authorities. That is, then meet JFF, then meet KMC, then meet government. And one lane Serekunda is lang la muna def annually on the top. So you muna support me, and then Serekunda is more am top. So you muna support no financing agreement rek la muna deme, which Serekunda is have to do very well.
Yeah. ma ne ko doo bàyyi internet bi daal tey may ñu ko.
No, Mike bi mu ngi muted. Or is it a call this time?
waaye it's difficult de yow Gambia moom nit yi den dee
Yeah, I
busy.
think Lumo was known with the financing. It's important you have the collaboration of the different stakeholders. So it's a no-brainer if you have like these banks. You have a lot of banks here in Gambia. They have the money there. The money is lying there. They are not investing it in anything. If you invest in something like with these zones, these are revenue generating. You know,
Yeah.
you never going to lose your money if you invest it in through some a park like Serakunda is. You think I come hard as much as possible. So the private sector, then what I knew directly work with these zones. You could dimbale the whole sporting infrastructure. You know, if we going to rely on the municipalities, our government, like that will not solve the problem. So we need the private sector, they invest directly into this infrastructures, you book and for supporting facilities, and it's going to be a win-win for everybody. You know, these are not areas where I'm needing if I invest, then you go and then I lose some money. No, you will make profit. You know that's a fact. You do the numbers, right? Yeah, you know, nga xam ne ne you will definitely make profit. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. waaye ko doom bay yow xam naa ne du ma la jàppaat lu yàgga léegi but anything pour sum up because my time I already exhausted 2 hours. Anything to sum up Serekunda is nawetaan bi this year in terms of yéen kañ ngeen nar a start ak seen team si ak kañ ngeen nar a jeexal seen nawetaan bi waaw demati na nag fa daa nekk di ma dégga Paman maa ngi gumantu de it's already 1 o'clock here.
Wow, same time bi.
ñun different wall leen nekka waaw bëggoon naa I have a lot of things we want to discuss nag because bëggoon naa ñu waxtaan about Gambia suñ team suñ game bi mu ngi war a ñëw because this fixture yi gars yi announce nañ ko for example mi ngi nii on the 4th Wednesday on the 4th dañ war a play suñ first game bi on the Sunday on the 8th ñu play suñ second game bi against Tunisia xam nga other 20 bi tamit after loolu su game bi si jeexee rek other 20 bi tam ñu ngi war a start seen waafu competition si And then yesterday, there was a lot of football, Gambian footballers doing really well. Yanko Minte making his debut in the Premier
Yeah,
League. Everybody is talking about it. And not only himself, I'm not any players who did a very good thing. Like Haruna Rashid Njai, Felenele, Migi score. Ali Sow scored his first goal since he took his league with his new club. A lot of Gambian players are doing well. It's even difficult to keep track of everything that is going on. But let's talk about this one, the squad. In 2 weeks' time, we have a couple of very important games because this is the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Maybe it will not decide our fate in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers, but you want to have a strong start going into the qualifiers, right?
Yeah, I think it's a very important game. The game against Comoros. It's coming at a time, very interesting time. You have that critical mass of Gambian players. You have you perform same teams. So could be I'm no problem because he has that nice problem of now who to bring on board. You know, like you said, some players you just mentioned a few who are doing very well. You said and some of them in their preseason, they are already into their games, and the performance, this guy is very good. So you expect that the coach will have a headache in Kanlamo is a Kanlamo by. For example, so say there's a striker right now. You
Yeah.
talk about Ali, kooku moom suma doom la,
Right.
then you have watched Jata Alassana. He's doing
Yeah.
very well for Notts County.
Yeah.
I've also watched Sidibe. Though yesterday I don't think he has the best of matches, but this guy is doing very well. You
Yeah.
know, then uh, kan la moo isi suma waaji moom Assane, I'm not sure what he's up to right now. But I'm sitam you have is another player boo xam ne in the last setup bi mu ngi fa woon, so nga gis ne soo ne si striking part bi rek léegi kan la moo isi si ñi ñëpp, and yesterday was a very good day for Gambia with the Nakala the day before Yankuba in the Premiership. That's a dream for many a kid, especially Nyunwa Bakote.
Yeah.
He's just happy to see the boy, one then Halebundao, mu ngi toog si sidelines yi di seetaan magami di play nga gis te ne kooku moo ñëw di play in the Premiership, and he was just not like any other player who have
Player.
dafa ñëw rek di ut place. He came as one of their big signing, and them one of the proudest moment am si game bi mooy bu ma gisee that fly banner bu guy living in fact that's why I put it on my status, the Minte Magic thing.
Yeah.
you know Even though he did not complete the 45 because of that allied concussion, this is great for the country. Is great, So this qualifiers, it will be very interesting how the coach will also select the players against Comoros, and then few days later we have a big team in Tunisia. Tunisia is not pushover. Is a very very big team in Africa, and if I am not wrong, one of the highest rank right now. And then the Gambia will be the underdog in that game. But we believe in our boys. Man, whatever the coach selects right now, he can get it wrong. We have those critical mass of players right now. And then Munga Gomez and select, and you will be expecting a performance from them. So interesting times ahead, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I think what is that is the biggest challenge. Picking the team because so coach ame problem bobu rek is a good thing. So coach
Yes.
ame problem pour pick a team is a good thing. And I think picking a 25-man squad, 23-man squad, whatever the coach is gonna come up with is gonna be a big challenge. But yesterday it was a proud moment for every single Gambian. Seeing we Gambians then buga Premier League bi. Like every single Gambian boo wax am na team bu ma support si Premier League bi su fekkee ne sa Real Madrid Barcelona am na team si Premier League bi koo xamante ne yow koo ngay support so to see that Yankuba Minteh making his debut comme ma ko waxee comme seen doomi Bakoteh bi. It was wonderful feeling. I was really happy. Like Brighton. I mean, they said that why Brighton do. Suma Arsenal ngay play yéen parce que ma dema suma TV bu mag bi laa teg Brighton bi Arsenal bi xaw ma sax lu fa nekk di daw seen game bi but it was unfortunate dafa génn 45 minutes comme noo ko waxee just before the 45th minute because of Premier League bi seen protocols when it comes to concussion nowadays is left with the doctor bi su xamul rek he has to make the decision pour génne player bi and then that is what the doctor did but apparently he is fine agentam bi Bakary after loolu noonu reassure na fans ne Yankuba is fine ñu ngi ko gis foofu noonu he was very cheerful after the game so hopefully we will see him back against Manchester United in the next game that will be next week but yeah qualifiers is really crucial xam nga in the past Gambia ni ko gaa dee waxee rek teams yoo xamante ne dañ dee expect pour win leen daf ñu dee jox problème so team yoo xam ne dañ dee mën a am dañ dee wax ne team yi moom dafa métti ak Gambia comme for example in this case Tunisia will be the difficult one will supposedly be the difficult one Comoros are not yes they are not the big name country but in terms of soo checkee guys say lu gars yi nekk di def si qualifiers yi African Cup of Nations World Cup qualifiers yi I think they are first or second in their group and then nga check bu gars yi demee si African Cup of Nations bi ñoom ñu nag gars yi bu ñëw make suñu début bi I think ñoom ñoo ñu make début 2 years before us but they went there and then they make a name for themselves and right now they can cause problem for any team it will not be an easy game so we have to be ready for that one and then 4 days later ñu am Tunisia but so seetee Gambia suñ last 2 games with the new coach Jonathan McKinstry compared to what we used to in previous qualifiers when Tom was there with all due respect to him I think with the system that with the way Jonathan is approaching things it seems ne moom he can deal with this kind of situation better especially when it comes to teams you Gambia what expect to win what do you make of that?
Yeah, like you said, I think in football you need luck, and it's important to have momentum. To also set a team women in Comoros right now, that's what they are enjoying. They are in that level right now. I guess everything is working out for them. It's not a very big team, but it's going to be a very tricky fixture for Gambia. So, and I think Coach Bidinaham Lulu, with the fact that he's been walking around East Africa, Dinaham Comoros are having a certain momentum right now, system football. So, which Gambia also enjoyed under Nakala to the what's his name again? Tom Saintfield. Gambia enjoyed that, and then we made the most out of it. Where one of them AFCON, and then do it again. So Comoros are in that living level and Untam. So we have to treat that match very, very seriously to avoid any surprises. So traditionally, Gambia against big teams, we are able to stand for ourselves, and then they perform. Getting the odd score here and there, while it's not normally because the boys are always pumped for it. But Tunisia is another level, and Dopere is a North African team who they are not easy to play against. So we definitely have to prepare for both games seriously and then treat them with the utmost respect. That everything is possible in football. But I don't think léegi ñu suñu football fu mu toll ñun ragal na any team. Because at least like lu ma doon wax mooy ne we have that critical core of players who have they all playing in leagues week in week out. It's not like who have some players daf la dee or ne anything after the 78th minute dañoo try rek pour jeexal game bi because the levels are not there because they were not playing in week out. So from what we have from the coach, that he was going to be selecting players based on performance and saying stats that is in terms of the number of minutes they have under their belt. Yeah, hopefully that will help us also to be much more competitive. Yeah, I'm very hopeful. Fingers crossed. I'm very hopeful that at least we can come minimum 3 points, but at least I'm four in those two games will be definitely very good.
Yeah, to 4 points. Yeah, 4 points will be really good, and
Yeah.
no go ahead. Three will not be the end of the world. And
Mhm.
other 20 bit tamit ñu ngi prepare like a guy mi ñoom they start immediately. I think it's the second week of September, just after the international break. ñoom itamit dañoo start the All Africa the WAFU their WAFU qualifiers, the WAFU Zone A for the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. They have been training, and we are expecting to see the squad this week. Space waroon na fee nekk wax nañu a lot because moom dem na si training bi ak yooyu noonu, so we will expect to see the squad this week. What do you make of that?
Yeah, for me, those are developmental teams. I think what on our space the other day, Lola don't like, what is the objective see this tournament? Why from the what I picked from him is that the Gambia is targeting to go and win that tournament. So anything uh, less than that, it's like it's not going to be progress. But for me, normally the way I look at this under 20, under 17, these are development teams to create that convoy of of players who have then and transition into the senior team. Gis nañ ne gap du am. So I will hopefully for me even if they have to make it in the quarters or in the semis, I think it will be good because it will have exposed those players to a lot of agents who have then ñoom amun access to the Gambian league. They can now see these players playing in highly competitive tournaments, so that ñoom tam maybe yàlla dina leen dimbale at least few of them to have contracts from those games. For me, that is a win, not necessarily to go and bring the cup for Gambia. Man noonu laa dee gisee developmental teams is to just how to use them to market our players outside because
Yeah.
am na ñun ñëpp xam nañ ne suñu league bi is not widely watched outside. So these are opportunities yu nga xam ne moom lañ am pour mun a jaay suñu players yi outside.
Yeah, so yeah, that's absolutely right. I think so. You gotta make at least last four
Yeah.
hit competition. We make it to the African Cup of Nation. That will be wonderful because gis neen last African Cup of Nation bi ak last World Cup under 20 bi, the impact it has in Gambian football. Like World Cup bi foog naa like almost a whole squad, whole team, la jaay from the World Cup. You mel ni Adama Boyeng, people couldn't stop talking about them after that World Cup because of impact bu gaay am foofu noonu, and then started from goalkeeper all the way up. At
Yeah.
least every player make on a move. So it's important. It's important you make that progression. But anyways, ñu jàlla ñu waxtaan about the performances of players, even though laal nañ si tuuti bii sa waa ji moo fi dee ñëw mu definal ma ko mooy transfer si performance yi ak yooyu noonu. But the first one I will start with is Ibrahima Dabo. He's also, he can also be a very crucial player for the Gambian national team. He has done a great stuff. World Cup, first African Cup of Nations, I think he did decent with the Messi African Cup of Nations. I can remember our game against Guinea. He was very crucial in the way we score our goal, and he was very good in that competition as well. And then after that, I'm on knee injury because sit out for a year. And then munta lifinat munta ama that come away momentum mu amon Roma munu ko amaat be mo winee conference ko bi ak you know. But now mu dekk si loan. Last year he won Sampdoria. He had a very good loan spell at Sampdoria last season. Prior to that, mu demon Austria, but Austria loan and be demon as well as you would like. But now he's going back to the Serie B, and this time with Frosinone, who are just been relegated from Serie A to Serie B. And I think it's a good move where he can have some playing time. What do you make of Ibrahima Dabo's move? Mo sen dom la de domi ba côté la.
Yeah, Ibrahima tam sun xale baaxoote la.
Well,
It's good to see him progressing. Last season, nag seetaan naa ko tuuti, and I think he did very well. More plays si Serie B bi, he did very well because bu ñu demee Roma, that the standards are very very high there, and then after with that injury, loolu affectoon na ko. So, but Ibrahima is a special player. Dafa am lu mun ñu xam ne, without injuries, he has a long way to go. And then last season, you can so more play this lower league. You can see that move and confidence be, and I think it will help. So this new move and definitely for me is positive. Dina do am that lot of pressure. Nga xam dina rebuild that confidence, and then he can take it up from there. He's doing very well, and then Sunyo is his squad be because of football development and football not IQ MB. He's very respectful of the tactics you have and the coach below la and you can understand why Tom Ligon he's very disciplined. Mom, what's the other guy's name? Jaguar Ibu Adams. Uh,
Yeah.
these are people who have football knowledge. They are very, very tactically. They are very much aware. So yeah, it's very positive for Ibrahim, and we look forward to more development from him.
Yeah, hopefully he will make his debut today. They have a game today, Frozen on it later. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be in the next couple of hours, so we will keep tabs on that one. Another player who made a move to Italy this week was Aliou Fadera. Yeah, from Genk last season, he spent Genk one season and now moved to Italy. And he's joining a Serie A club, Como. Of course, they are moving. They just recently get promoted to the Serie A. Of course, the manager is Cesc Fabregas, a legend of the Premier League football, a legend of football in general, I would say. And so Aliou Fadera making the move to Italy, becoming another Gambian player to move into the top 5 leagues in the world. This is also a very good moment for Gambian football. What do you make of this?
It's very, very, very positive. And then for that, so like performance, I mean, especially si squad bit. Quality will know what for you know that this guy is destined for great things, and I'm happy that yeah things are happening for him. And I think Como with what Fabregas is trying to build there with the team, I think he will fit into those plans. He's very technical player, and he has very close control. So yeah, I think he can only benefit from his new team. I think he will be it's great to watch him also develop in that area.
Yeah, definitely. And other players you have the possible moves. Adam Sidibe, yesterday you were watching him in the game against Rangers. There were rumors a lot of clubs were going there to watch him. Last week he scored a brace. Already this season he's doing well, 4 goals. I had him here on the Gambia Football Show sometime back. We had an interview with him, and then Hamga. It seems the mommy was also there were clubs interested in him, and his agent was working on those things. And even this season, sir, I'm not better period this season, but then Kogeni wants his squad because of his head was not at the right state to play because of I'm not moves you club be block no. So there are rumors really I'm the clubs you can get the top he has a release clause or stuff like that, and he could make a move. Yi moom foo moo ñu see mën a dimbale foo di foo moo ñu dee mën a dimbale si yii nii transfert yeeg yooyu noonu. Yeah. But dafa mel ni St. Joseph fans they really love him there, but moom dafa mel ni dafa bëgg a move up to better things or better leagues and stuff like that. But yeah, whatever happens there, wherever he goes, I think we will be with him, and we wish him all the best. Unfortunately, yesterday square to I was hoping in Dina Jamaat because he's in good form right now. Yeah, what can you tell us about Sidibe?
Yeah, Sidibe is a very good player. Like no who introduced it. I think for me, he just need to get his head right. Pressure is going to be another level now because Nyepanko by health. It's different from if you are an unknown quantity. Fu nekk nii nit yi xam nañ ko because démb soo gisee way the Rangers guys have been marking him si game am bi nga xam ne they are treating him with a lot of respect, so he need to just continue working hard, and then affaire yi move clubs or move league na bàyyi loolu si agent tamit moom na focus on working hard nga gis ne fu mu nekk nii right now loolu dina it will even make it much more easier for him pour mu mun a progress because léegi you don't want him to be a one hit wonder. You want him to have that
Continue.
progression. So he just need to work harder, and then then I'm on the chances to kill off the game. Why is football? Sometimes you miss those things.
Yeah.
I hope next match he will come, much more stronger
Yeah.
than his performance yesterday. But come on, the guy is a good baller. He is somebody who there's a lot ahead of him. He's a good player.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's the reason. He's the reason that St. Justin are still in the Scottish League. They are in the Scottish top tier. Last season, Lum changed. Especially same relegation battle boom. No, Lum knew they score crucial goals in the final 3 games. 9 goals are scored, I think, in 16 starts for them, which is
Yeah.
a very good return since Munda Messi club. So yeah, come back here. That put his foot on the ground. I'm glad that he start season very well, scoring 4 goals. Even though transfers that was around the noisy but he still def lu mo def so comme nako waxee rek na continuer lu nekk def. Another player who is potentially moved was used Brazil Santos boobu was a big shock for every Gambian waaye ba léegi move bi demagul true foo loolu la doon wax dafa am yenn people wax su nekkoon di lifin but first he will be the first Gambian to play in Brazil for sure.
Yeah.
fooguma ne any Gambian mus naa xelaat pour dem play in Brazil, right?
No, boobu musuma ko dégg. In fact, bu ma ko gisee, I saw it in the social media. Ma ne, wow, is this true? Or they are just taking the mickey out of him, or. So I was trying to find out. I realized, okay, this is something which can, potentially happen. It will be interesting. It will be interesting to see him play in Brazil. He will be the first Gambian to do that. But he's a talented player. I think so for them, it will be a new experience for him. Maybe that will pave the way for him to make his way back into the plans of the coach.
Yeah, definitely.
Player
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, style. So hopefully, you said we lan mooy happen to week bi ñu neen déglu foo daal neen déglu gars yi foo ñoom Buuba Jallow.
Waaw Buuba.
Yeah, bii tamit sa boor la tamit xam nga Seydou Kane foo tamit reveal na ne dafa hand in a transfer request for to leave Swindon Town. Last 2 games he was not in their major squad. Yesterday they play nekkul doon ci squad bi. So moom itamit dafa mel ni pare na moom dafa mel ni ay championship teams ñoo ko say foo nag mënut a reveal teams yooyu noonu mu ne because of soosam yi xam nga gars yi di ndee wax yooyu noonu.
Wow, why Seydou, I think the earlier he sought out this living because the farm on a good momentum. You don't want to lose that, and then so domestic clubs, if they are in many games into it, it's difficult to find your way in. Understand? So it's crucial for to sort out these contract issues as soon as possible. Is dina am that playing time secure a spot.
Wow.
Montam is a very fine player. It would really be good for him, so these transfer issues are sorted out quickly.
Yeah, no style. Mi ngi woon sax foofu noonu Faragoff Academy si Uncle Pap.
Yeah.
Gaa jóge Kaka. Yeah, nice. No style. Moom it keneen la. Start on nañ di waxtaan about Yankuba because fii laa ko doon isi sax ñu ngi lifin. But what did you make of his performance yesterday? Other than xam nga pride bu ñu amoon enjoyment beeg yooyu noonu, what did you make of his performance yesterday?
I think he started well. He was very disciplined, which is something because last season one of the things on my personal view improve on was the tactical discipline. Well, I've seen that Bunyo Brighton, this is something he is really well. Yankuba is that player one. He keeps improving. So I say that yokka si lii nga gis ne next month mu mel ni daf dee dégg sa wax bi and he works on that. These are some of the problems we don't play the Feyenoord.
Yeah.
You seen in the preseason with Brighton, he has addressed those issues. Playing with his teammates in the final third. I even think now he's overdoing it. Before his problem.
Yeah. Well, you can say that yesterday. Yeah, yesterday there was a chance he had. 2v1, but like man loolu expect dafa dama defender bi kan la woon kan moo nekkoon defender bi sax Tarkowski ngay ñëw en fait dafa dama sax si lefam bi mu def lu mu defoon Jules Japan fii nii but mu ne dafa pass after gaa génne ko comme loo ko waxee he's playing more
and then soo gisee tam bu match bi dooree ñii dañ leen press so with all that pressing before Yankuba dina get out of position because nekkul ball bi it was all on the other side Yankuba will have gone and look for the ball. But this new Yankuba, I said he was disciplined almost 5-6 minutes into the game. Neko the lal ball, sir. Why? He was concentrating on his defensive responsibility, keeping the shape of the team, which really impressed me. So Nun started to know that he is playing in a team. The formation of the team, balance of the team is important. Those are good signs. I think to maintain it. I mean, the boy is a star. Though next game is against my Manchester, where for the first time do I support Manchester. Do I support for my Brighton? I think he has a long way to go, and definitely performance was good. I was happy with his contribution, especially defensively. Awareness I think he was good. So when you attack with him, he had 1 or 2 touches in the final third bit. At the start of the game, we did not go this way. Why I'm more comfortable to open up that defense. But after Mitoma, they picked that for their goals and first goal, to open up everything. Because without that first goal, it was very difficult for them before they go. So Lolomo opened up everything. I think he played a very important part. He forced 45 minutes. You have the mom involved on. He was good. It was a good game for him.
No, definitely, absolutely. 45 minutes boom play. So I'm data guy. I'm always looking at the numbers. And before I go to the numbers, I was something very important. The family have they improved. Look like what I back last time. Like the pace at boom neck at the is like it's not normal. Like it's going at a very rapid pace. But less than 2 years ago, we play, right? But right now, mind be num nekadi deme. But Bakarita was something very important about him. His mindset is different from what he knows because he has been Gambian. Is different. Lum ko rek su nekké di qualify sa Bakari su nekké di worry ni sa yak ba lum ko wax ne bul worry xam nga man dama li te bu mo dem Denmark sa lolu la ko man fi duma fi yaga dama dem. Understand? Loolu la wax Bakari wax na loolu noonu. Understand? So moom mentality bi moom he has a very strong mentality. Hopefully ñu ko gaa de waxee rek ñu continuer di ko ñaanal. Hopefully yesterday boobu mooy sarax bi ko son bu ndaw bu ko gaa defin boobu mu nekk sarax bi génn comme ni ñu ko dee waxee. But yeah, he's progressing. Man sax xam nga man tamit even when I analyze him, sometimes I do videos talking about his performance in that because I do it for all Gambian players. In the previous, lu ma la gis moo nekk sometimes when it comes to playing with his teammates, understand, and also keeping possession for his team, we know he's a dribbler, if I take on people, and in those situations, but sometimes these short passes, these easy passes, that muna nyaka a lot, but is going out of his game. But players like Saka bu mo doon si di play Arsenal si Premier League bi loolu la woon he was not very very good when it comes to keeping the ball for his teammates but because xale la woon understand it comes with age, it comes with maturity, it comes with experience and Yankuba mi ngi head to that. And yesterday's game was absolutely exceptional. With that 45 minutes he ended the game. Of course he created the first goal. Xam naa ne bu mu génnee Mikalenko kontaan na left back Everton bi kontaan na bu mu génnee so because maa ngi wax na sama benn frère yi Brighton sax understand moom mi ngi Angleterre back in Angleterre mu ma wax ne like bu mu toogee mu ngi ko seetaan with Everton fans mu ne minde su téye bool bi rek Everton fans yi duñ dee toog because of minde ngi téye bool because of speed bu mu ñëwee ak noonu Mikalenko
did you hear them applauding bu mu génnee they were happy they all applauded finally the head is out.
Yeah, but and he ended the game 3 chances created. He created the most chances in the game on his Premier League debut. Played only one half, created the most chances in that game. If he's not scoring, he create. understand he's a problem. He will run at you, he will harass you. Xam nga yow soo amee ball bi as a defender sax doo rest, not just yow moom su amee ball bi waaye yow soo amee ball bi as a defender doo noppale ko mi ngi ñëw sa kaw every single time. It was a very good
and
performance.
the boy is fast. He is really fast. Nun they tëjee gap bi. You know, so I'm not being counter guy I'm on saying living Bini. If you look at this speed boom run, I would really not want to see his numbers in terms of the boy is very fast.
Last season in the Eredivisie, he recorded the fastest speed of any player in the Eredivisie last season. So yeah, he's really fast. He's super fast. Yeah. Anyways, you waxtaan about
next week moom nañu score benn goal rek bu score yu bari rek.
No, hat-trick la moo def boobu noonu game bi hat-trick la raajam. But another player, yeah, good luck to him. Another player doing very well is Alassana Jatta. Even James Tamit is doing very well. Alassana moom tamit season bi moom dafa mel ne assistant bi yëpp season bi la ko rek def. Foog naa they already played 5 games in the league. He has assisted in 3 of the 5 games. They have won every single game. James moom démb dañ ko suspend on because of red card bu mu amoon si last game bi. Yeah, Alassana moom tamit he's crucial for the Gambia because of coach bi dafa like this style of players. It's good to see him in form, right?
Yeah, it's very positive. Yeah, like no over here. Alassan's mom la for na Hamza. And who else plays? Well, Moma Hamza dal maybe Jamano, but Jamano is more offensive than them. You know, you have their form matters a lot for Gambia. You know, I think it's good that he's doing well. Kitam Degana living at Mom, I have not been opportune to watch him a lot. James, why I think after the AFCON, he's becoming another player back to his best form again. Munge pick up form. It's unfortunate that pick up na card, but the way he plays them, you understand. No,
Silaboka. Nyari yellow la jël.
Well, Alassana is good that he's getting to form at the right time. I think he's a very important player for the Gambia.
Yeah, definitely 5 wins out of 5 for them. I think they are going back up to the Super League. Yeah, another player, Ali Sow, started the Jamati. Mom wow.
Yeah.
He scored his first goal for Rizespor in the Turkish league. Yeah. Really, like that was the second goal of the game. They won the game 2-1. Yeah, moom league boobu moom fu mu nekk nii foog naa mokkal na ko bastana league boobu noonu fu dafa score goals yu bari. This is actually his 5th goal this season because he scored in pre-season 4 goals. Xam nga gars yi they count yooyu, but of course it's his goals, scored 4 goals, but competitively that was his 1st goal. So yeah, moom tam getting back to form. It's gonna cause more problems si coach bi kanam boobu noonu problème la moo nekk de coach yu benn striker lay tey because of they bëgg a teg tenam yi ñu bari si gannaaw. So benn striking spot boobu will be a very well contested position ci Gambian team bi and Ali Sow is taking a claim.
I want to follow trop, so as much as possible dama de seetaan game sami and sometimes numbers don't lie dëgg la sometimes there are a lot of things behind numbers. Ali off the ball, he works a lot. He works really, really hard. Do they just the nakala to that defense line be to let your chance and then see that they drop sometimes too much into the small halad for now. Sometimes that they drop a lot. While for now team be known like they set up it. I think this season they not score more goals. None dore ni. He has a lot of confidence in the way he is playing. I think Dinadel will back into the goals. He likes scoring and he can score. So he can score. The people more play Gamtel. Mom scoring regular. He had a good time at Gamtel. Remember now, Moma Ki Torres Asan. They were a deadly duo. Ali is a very good player. Very good player. Waaye moom daf ko doona nag papaam daanaan la Pintaman.
Wow. Really?
Mag ji no moo suñ striker bi Wall 11.
Wow.
So Ali daf ko doona nag.
Daf ko doona.
Yeah.
that's that's wonderful. No, mom star like comme nga ko waxee moom player bi most def day drop but xaga moom he's a good baller tamit xam nga mun naa play
Yeah.
football ba pare physically he's very imposing moom tam beneen menace la for defenders because he's very physical dafa laa dalante def ko ne understand so ba pare he can play football he can play hope form bi guys ko continuer moom tamit it will be very good for you and noo ko waxee I think we will score goals because league bi nu mu la ko waxee rek naan na league bi bu baax a baax.
Yeah. Familiar territory la pour moom kay.
Yeah, another player yesterday doing well was Haruna Rashid Njie moom tamit of course player good si squad bi player la si under 20 bi ak loolu but lu bari leen yaakaar si moom especially when it comes to the national team because type of midfielder bu mu nekka ak qualities yu mu am attributes yoo dee gis si moom xam nga seeing him doing well is also something loo xamante ne is very good xam nga he's doing well with his club in RFS unfortunately his brother there Alassana Alfousseni Diatta moom ngi struggle ba léegi with his injury but yeah yesterday he scored and they won. It's good to see that, right?
Yeah, Rashid, I don't watch much of him. Where I think the junior tournament Bilako Gise won. And then finally, man, wow, okay, like I'm the player. Like if you don't have our Solmar in, somebody else is coming in from the midfield, and he was a player who had wow, this guy will easily slot in into the senior squad very soon. It's just a matter of time for Mujoge Gambia. I'm not surprised he's out there doing his trade. And I think, yeah, there's a lot to come from him. It's good that he's continuing the trend. When you want put hope in Gambians that he is going to make it big.
Definitely. And another player yesterday made his debut. Fans' favorite, like what wow, fans' favorite, Steve Tarawale. It's good to see him and see him with those touches. Hamga, we get a full touch, you get out. Of course, score it, but just seeing him playing again, Hamga, playing happy, is wonderful thing to see because he must have done a lot.
Steve was marketing our league, Balamogina, because so real the play, you just want to watch it because he will do his things. Mom Yala Dafkoma is a flair player. He like expressing himself. Ball artist, like Dafa express ball to do his thing. Even yesterday, I the way he just double chip ball to defend them. Even in the start, I'm a Benamaji Gambia, was it the squad with the under 20? He did the similar move there. And he likes expressing himself. So it's good to see him back, the enjoyable farm. With Steve, you can expect anything,
Yeah, definitely. Another player who scored his first goal for his club yesterday was Alassana Irajang. He started the GFF League season last season with exceptional form, scoring a hat-trick against Walidan, and then Mudem Port Brezova. It did not click it straight away, but this season he started to play with purpose. Yesterday, same game, the 60 minutes play, he scored the first goal, assisted the second goal. They ended up winning that league game. It's another player. He has a lot of promise to come. This kid, Alassana Irajang Bini. I don't know that I'm going to follow, but he's somebody could need to monitor.
No, Mom, not very much. I think I saw him in the junior teams he left for now. But I have not been actually following him up that much. It's good to see him also progressing.
A lot of players. Alassana Diatta scored recently, right? Today. Because Bob knows that Jotuma ko dugal. Score in the last couple of hours or something. I dugal mo Bob tamit. Mo tamit ngi toj Angleterre League 2 before du place am. Dafa wara gi. Dafa wara exiko.
Alassana Diatta dafa powerful. Dafa am nu la de cover su la cover ni mu umbala. Boy, the last Gambian player mo de gis bu ko don def lolu moy Latif Diané. Latif mo amon doole ko. Fula wiro, mun na turn any side. I only see that with Alassane recently. He not I'm not striker, real striker. He's
real
good.
Striker. Suma waji duga si wadna. Why last final player for today kuma buga talk is Ibu Touré. moom tax gëj nañ koo gis si suñ national team bi, but he has been a great servant for the Gambian national team.
Yeah, sure.
His club Stockport, they are doing really well. They started the season very well, 2 games 2 wins. I think they are the top of the League One. So su gars yi bu ne keep momentum bi moom gars yi nga dem straight si championship bi la ñoo dem. Yesterday moom tamit play na 90 minutes they won. Was it moom moo assist first goal bi. It's good to see him also coming back. Jacob moom maa ngi ko seen maa ngi loolu fi nag message ak moom si sànqani mu ne moom he should be back in the next couple of weeks or next week. Because dama ko doon wax rek because gars yi ko doon play ma ne ko xam nga gars yi suñu dee play rek nga pour like just give them like boost morale and stuff like that. Mu ne ma ne he will be back very soon next week. So that's a place we are very well stocked. So it's good to see Ibu Touré daal moom itamit mi ngi def affaire am.
Ibu is a fine player too. I think he's been a good servant to the country, and I'm on a time déggatuma dara si affaire am, so it's good to know he's back playing again. That is good. Mendy, I think Jacob moom dafa gaañu woon something like that, the operation, I don't know.
Moom laay wax ni moom wane na ñëw in next week also. Mu ne he's very close to coming back.
So that will be good because he is also a fine defender.
And a good competition for Ibu Touré, right? At least they pusante ñoom ñaar. Omar Gueye, he was doing very well moom tamit bi ñu ko joxee chance si recent lifin bi.
Omar did very well. That place will be really competitive,
yaa ngi am doo seeni fële tamit seeni Sagnang mi ngi play biir Bulgaria. No, that's a good competition. But of course, we would love to cover every single player every single day, but no, do possible because you cannot spend here all the time. So, but
anyway, you have more than 60 or almost to 100 players. You have play somewhere. It's good. Really nice.
It's really nice, exactly. So lu ñu mën a def rek mooy ñu xëj na ñu seet di key performance every week. There are some players ñu key perform, so nga try pour mention leen ak yooyu noonu. Ma ne ko suma waa ji ñëwati na moom moo xaar ba bagage yi jeex mu doog a ñëw.
naka zoom benn boy bi naka la tudda Bari Raki Hamza bi naka la tudda artiste.
Abu mi ngi war a play mi ngi war a play tey moom la gars yi def sa seen poster boy bi tey Austria foofu star la fa léegi already since bu mu demee Austria every single game pre-season league conference qualifier every single game la start. He is doing really well. Last game bi dama foog ne sax si gannaaw la gars play but actually si midfield la play. He was one of the best mid players in that game. Gars yi ñu win game boobu he is doing exceptionally well. Loolu laa nekk di wax man for me I think he deserves to be in contention for the national team because of what he is doing at Austria Vienna. That is a top team in Austria. He's doing very well.
Mom affaire am dama si yéra kontaan because I've been watching him play. Si Mboyo fii laa ko doon seetaane mu ngi train ak seen team and then you realize that this boy yàlla na ko yàlla dimbale like why there was that potential that you see in him and to see him going to the next level. Though I'm not fortunate to watch him right now. We're gonna set on more of his games, but I'm glad he's also progressing.
Definitely, he's progressing.
No,
Like
last time, dafa toj Manjai. No, seriously, dafa toj Manjai. I want to go to last time. He's a good baller.
He's a good player.
I'm going to compare Hamza.
Hamza kay Gambia moom in terms of so you said natural talent I think you di nga ko teg si players yooyu noonu yooyu wax natural talent rek duñ de wax natural.
Momo Steve. Hamza and Steve. No, waaye tam di jégalu de.
Hamza plays like for me the closest player to Hamza mooy Demba Savage. Though Hamza suma waay la waaye I think Demba was a little bit above him because Demba la Dawda Ba Hines.
David Hines, wow. I love David Hines.
You have few of those players. Gambian, and then they are for some player because you can name Tubabo in the same bracket. You can name Lamarana Jallo.
Accent Papa. Accent Papa, Jato.
No, Jaro is another different planet. Jaro is a different planet in Gambia, in those kinds of midfielders, yeah, we are fortunate to have once in a while. Then they those kinds of players, because even Alasana, very close controller momentum. He play.
Man, yeah.
He's
Moro.
somewhere around there at home. And they have those players now.
No, definitely. Cega naka except for me more crash ko nga mo wax.
Because dama mujjee dem Serekunda ni yow si technicien bi ñu taw solo.
Really?
Because maa ngi woon loo ba tëdd maa ngi charge maa ngi wax at the same time mu tigi rek day yëngatu rek classe.
Da yini ya nga sa studio legi.
maa ngi try because at the same time I'm trying to bring laptop waaye I was finding it difficult.
It was difficult. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you get wrap up. So, mun nga waxaat about quiz bi, final. Then, su ko defee gars yi ñoom tamit ñu after we will post it on the socials tamit ñu gars yi comment suñ commenté then we will.
Fala yun is my answer. Man, I want to respond because this match I remember watching it.
waaye bokkuloo. Okay.
Cheddar la élevé.
I played for Walida. I have played more than 10 times for the Gambia. I played in 4 different Zone 2 competitions. One in the Gambia, another in Cape Verde, Mali, and Guinea-Conakry. And I also played in a CAF Confederation Cup final. Who am I?
Okay, guys.
Played more than 10 times for the Gambia. Played in Zone 2 you Beleville, Gambia, Cape Verde, Mali, and Guinea-Conakry. But I played out in the CAF Confederation Cup final. Man, my can.
CAF Confederation Cup.
Packages and surprises.
Wow, definitely. So make sure ngeen send vote si we will post suma pare fii rek naa ko post si social si tamit su ko defee ñooñu tamit ñoo xam ne si daanuñ show bi tamit gars yi am opportunity pour just reply there. Then anybody who have the answer, then next week we will run a quick draw here on the show, and then very transparent ku nekk ku win xam, and then we have something for you. Pa, thank you very much. Maa ngi la fi téye because xam naa ne 1 hour la bëggoon a jël pour waxtaan about Manjai waaye after ma ñëw yow yaa nekk suma main cast bi.
Yeah, well, it's a pleasure, Chawa. It's a pleasure. So, the follow program bi. I think almost every weekend, I do my debut. Even though I prepare for the week, I use not for the buy we play like the debut. You guys are doing an amazing job. Informing people. The marketing Gambian players. Neither Mona def to promote some players. I will not be surprised if 1 or 2 players you have many time the set and the fee. They have okay. Chama is mentioning this player in Greece, this player in Ukraine. You live in Maki Aboka Plaski. Munge is in top 4. Man, I have to work hard to up my game. So you need these kinds of programs to encourage everybody. For increase that competitiveness. At the end of the day, is the country which will benefit. So you guys are doing an amazing job. Everybody can just say thank you to you. As a zone thank you very much for that opportunity for invite me Manja Sport for use that opportunity for waxtaan ak sun spectators pour ñu wax leen lan moo nekk di dem Manjai. Some of our challenges they live in. Sometimes people they make assumption because hamun, so you wouldn't blame them. But if you have these opportunities, at least they appreciate what is happening behind the scene. So thank you very much for the platform. Really appreciate the invitation. And the rest as well, anytime you need us to be present, anybody from Manjai, we will also make sure that we have somebody who am the new free water and affair Manjai.
Wow, Jeff, thank you very much. You guys are cover very well. Hamga, you love it as a chair when you go there.
He's working very hard. As a committee behind in sports. and
No, that,
he's learning a lot also to take over because Masba Masi mom, we are almost done with sport administration. I think it will be time for us to hand over to Benen Badbi, Badbi chair. Time you take over from wherever we left off. So he's doing very well.
yeah, that my higher actually, so Jerry, that my higher.
Well, dama la wala ci media team bi.
Well, I got my media this one thing. But football is one thing about media. Football I want to see media.
No, anga tawa ya ngol foni. Ñu bari xalu ma de wax. Ci journalist. Mo journalist de. Ni ma journalist de. Mo journalist. Mais ay fondé rek. Ñu dañu suñu côté rek fi gëna yóbbu gaay fo ci next level.
Right, exactly. Loolu yow man tam the same thing. Ku ma wax journalist daf ma lay métti si suma xol bi. Yeah, but yeah, it was wonderful. Dama ko sonal Pabul dégg ak Cee dama ko score be sonal xam nga sa waa ji. Dama ko dee sonal.
No, he's not a good goalkeeper.
Manchester leen support. So boobu yéen a ko bokka. So man ak moom bind
ak Brighton. Waaye léegi Brighton Manchester la.
Waaw next game ñooy play.
de leen dóor yu métti Manchester. Yeah.
Messi day digoon na ma dóor métti waaye maa ko xaar. ma téye la yàq su ma leen téye na leen score su ma téye ma koy àll su ma téye ma koy naa ko kada yaa na ko baax na ko fekk ma koy
baax na daal.
waaye ci yëngu 4-3 la moom demee la
4-3 Brighton, right?
non Manchester 4-3 mi ngi ci hat-trick loolu laa ko
well, anyway, you also have any final things to say, boys? You got to wrap up. So, no, 2 hours 30 minutes into.
They apologize.
No, it's understandable. Yeah. It's understandable. So, well, la so like a studio. Hopefully, do yaga studio na nega. Do yaga. Well, inshallah, ñu ñaan rek. But anyways, Pa, thank you very much. Che, thank you. And our audience, you know, on the second time, jërë Jeff for being with us. I'm not it was a little bit difficult because of Hamga. You got issues with internet and stuff like that. But I hope you guys enjoy the show. So please, if you can enjoy and go to make sure and like video being and of course, we then finally subscribe to the channel. And of course, head up to our Jollof Football Bantaba platforms. Then for post the quiz. If you have an answer to the quiz, just answer it, and then you have a chance to win something. Yeah, Pa. Che, yéen bi beneen yoon inshallah.
Okay.